Hard to say, but both of these players fighting for that champion spot here. Gotta stay warm in round number 1. I think we saw some Soul versus Giovanna here for our first game.
It's great. Both my characters are on the screen, so I'm here for a stellar time. This matchup, again, one of those volatile matchups because, yeah, you know, Soul Badguy about to put on a World of Hurt with // starter into Vortex.
Already so much damage taken off of this first wall break. 50% down, but I like the run up, the micro dash 2K, just to stop any of these committal options from Nightshade. Damn!
Oh, yeah, the 214S unfortunately going to whiff at that low angle there. Wanted the pickup so we can get that corner carry to get the shatter. I mean, it's a great route. Ooh, caught the guard cancel right there. That's not a good look for Puppygirl.
Finds the 2K. Unfortunately, the 2D, that's not a combo, right? You're looking for the gap in the middle, but not going to confirm. I just saw the clan tag, the :3, but the emoticon's not going to save you. The headbanger into OTG 6H. Nightshade takes the first round.
That's the face you make when you start a 19 frame low, and then Soul just RCs and punishes you for it. Ooh, I love the reflect shield right there. Able to get the corner position. Nice DP with the dash install to get the extra lift on there.
Yeah, and I'm going to assume that 214K, not exactly the reset you were looking for, but it kept the corner, and you still got to run the pressure after the knockdown. So Puppygirl, you know, perfectly fine with keeping that pressure.
Okay, very good trip guard on the 2D right there.
Yeah, just one of those low profiles that you don't think is going to anti-air, but it brings her so low to the ground, right? That a lot of these high jump-ins are just going to whip right over it. But Nightshade still trying to close out this first game here as you get back thrown into the corner.
Look at the stagger. Oh, reflect shield. My goodness. Didn't want to give up a turn, but still going to get called out immediately as Soul Badguy is one to do. Keep pressuring with that slash. Nice fast RC. Got the jump P overhead there. Comes up Giovanna. Puppygirl in a bunch of trouble right now. Has 50% tension, but the jump heavy finds the mark for the kill.
Yeah, once Soul has all of that meter in the bank, you're stuck up against the wall. There is so much that you have to look out for. Even just the Bandit Revolver high-low, right? All of a sudden, if you're guessing wrong, you're breaking, you know, you're breaking the wall, doing a lot of that fixed damage, and then you're guessing for game. But game number 1 over to Nightshade here. We saw some good options coming out from Puppygirl. I like the 2D anti-air. I like the run-up 2K to try and put out these fast pokes against Soul, but let's see if we can convert them a little bit better heading into game number 2.
Yeah, it's so difficult for Giovanna here because she does want to get close, which is the exceptional range that Soul wants to be in. Soul has a lot of great interrupts, especially when it comes to that 2D jump slash that kind of stops that forward approach. You can 6P a lot of the pressure from Soul. Giovanna's will probably look for that, but the Vortex corner carry, not quite getting clean hit. Heavy Volcanic Viper for the shatter.
Nice, I like the little pickup for the 2K, just putting a little extra damage here, puts you into throw range. Scary, no, but counter hit 2D gets you a lot of space back out to the mid-screen. Beautiful pickup with a Wild Assault. Ooh, no.
PRC, yo, the movement from both players.
Staying alive here, you know, almost dropped that round there. It seemed like there was a lot of momentum for Puppygirl, but still, drop the Wild Assault, and now you're down a lot of burst here, which means you're very far from getting out of this combo.
I love the far heavy going for the wall bounce. Just the corner carry again. Soul just does so much damage. The whiff 2D, unfortunate. Able to get the wild throw extension.
No, that is nasty. The wall break, jump P, whiff into throw, it gets me every time. I'm not gonna lie to you, but Puppygirl trying to get away out of this corner. YRC buys you a little bit more time, but no tension to your name. What are you gonna do?
Man, Puppygirl is really utilizing a lot of these reflect shields, and I like it because it does push Soul away a bit, gives you an opportunity to challenge with 5K or even 6P to low profile through some of the buttons from Soul, especially that far heavy slash. That is going to be quite the problem, just the heavy slash in general, rather. But yeah, honestly, the Soul play alone, just the damage output, being able to interrupt with that 2S, like, that is such a key factor against Giovanna because she has to try to dash in. Her unique dash is great, especially being able to interrupt with the you know, the 5K, canceling out on dash early. But when Soul draws the line with 2S, there's so much potential there. A single counter hit means a corner carry and 50% of your health gone.
Yeah, and like you're saying, right, the deflect shield, is a good use to try and avoid all of that, put Soul out of his optimal range, and even use it to try and leverage resources when you don't have meter for the FD. But still, I think Nightshade has just been so good about structuring their OP every time they get the knockdown. Puppygirl off to a good start here, but can you keep the pressure on? A lot of times we've been dropping. What can you get off of this 50 RC?
Oh my
50
God.
meter for the Wild Assault, but no wall break.
Hey, that really worked out pretty well there for, I mean,
I'm
granted,
saying.
not getting the wall break, but still was able to pick up after the 214S, and I love the crazy mix-up that we get off another 214S. Puppygirl upping the ante here.
Yeah, never mind, my fault. I was thinking about the wall, but instead staying mid-screen for these left-rights after the Oki scramble. I see what you're trying to go for here, Puppygirl. You have a little bit of time to try and build up the tension, try and build up the burst for this next round here. Damn, that was a bold run-in.
Yeah, that was the dash install once again, getting that extra bound off of the 214S. Far slash, but not able to confirm into that vortex. That's a lucky break here for Puppygirl. But the 2S, like I was talking about, you see that reach? She puts herself in such a precarious situation that Nightshade's able to own this corner off the 2S alone. Delay heavy. What a shatter kill.
Precarious indeed. Now it's Nightshade on set point. I really like the bait there with the whiff JS immediately calling out that deflect shield, and now Puppygirl has been making good use of it, but now just pulling up, using all that meter for the offense, but barely dropping the wall break.
Yeah, the Oki was a little messy right there. Tried to go for a meaty heavy slash, and it just did not impact Nightshade. Got lucky with that one. I do like that the 2D whip punish the 6S from Nightshade, but Nightshade's able to return this in kind, getting the shatter that Puppygirl was looking for.
All right, 50% meter available. Go for the dive kick. Even if it was blocked, you still would have been plus, but Nightshade gets caught out here. Oh, nice. I like the dash in far slash, catching out the back dash as well.
Yeah, you got to be so careful with these double dashes with Giovanna. The threat from Soul is ridiculous. If you want to, yo,
Hi, Puppygirl, you're nasty.
Yo.
I gotta give it to you.
Yo, ankles are broken. Game 1 for Puppygirl here. So it's 2-1 right now. Nightshade's still on the cusp of victory and advancing in the bracket, but Puppygirl still got some moves.
That's what I'm saying. I like the ending message from Nightshade on the loss there. It be what it be. It happens. It do what it do. And I feel like after you lose the game to that, you're like, all right, I'm still up 1. I gotta clear the mental here. Puppygirl is looking for a way to style and try and bring that mental momentum back into their favor, but still, gotta make it 2 games before Nightshade gets 1.
Oh, hold up. Is Nightshade from the DMV? Okay.
That's what I'm hearing, yeah. We got some supporters over here in the chat on both sides. Show your support. This could be Puppygirl's last game in the winner's bracket, or it could be one step closer to tying it up. Let's see.
Oh, so wants to remain safe by going for the aerial overdrive here.
Yep.
These dash installs, I'm surprised they're not getting interrupted there. It's a little iffy on the timing. Like, yeah, she's safe after the dash install attack, but sometimes the startup can be interrupted, especially with Soul's 5K. That's the balance on this matchup here. Soul's 5K just eradicates a lot of the pressure that Giovanna wants to apply.
Yeah, having such a fast button, 3 frames, right? Yeah, it has very low horizontal reach, but Gio's trying to be right in your face anyway, right? So definitely one of those interrupts that Nightshade might be looking for, but damn, another bait on the DP. Puppygirl is looking so much more composed going into game number 4 right now, right? Looking for these baits to stop Nightshade trying to swing the momentum back into their favor.
Oh boy, but we got the wrong side off the jump dust there, and it's still okay because Nightshade tried to course correct and just did not get the pickup. That was a low 5K. I can't. So blessed.
Yeah, that 5K just hitting, quite low to the ground there. Flexibility lacking. 2P is not the punish you're looking for off the throw whiff, but you were just looking to interrupt it in the first place. So either way, closes out the round.
Yeah, that was very... I mean, it's one of those things that you get a little scared of the approach. Just look at how Puppygirl's just double dashing in so bravely, which is normally not the go-to for Gio because she can, again, just really get interrupted by Soul Badguy here. But she's really, Puppygirl capitalizing on the dashes after like 6S, like that happens to come out, and the recognition so quick to keep pressuring here. Tried to block the burst earlier, and it's a great call to just commit to the route.
Right, backdash avoids the bandit revolver. Didn't have to hold the high-low. Scary. But Puppygirl, now neither of these sides have any resources. Got 1 wild assault, 1 deflect shield. Gonna use it for the whiff punish, but no confirm off the force slash.
Jump K into 214S and did connect here, but Nightshade is the one to put on the damage. Just a single confirm is so much for Soul. And RC jump Pete, nice jump dust.
Oh no, seeing the nerves, opts to go for the Oki. Tick throw off the close slash Puppygirl ties it up.
That is crazy. We got that off that guard break thanks to the drill. So that gives opportunity for Puppygirl to continue the turn.
Yep.
And that's what makes Giovanna so strong is her strike throw game. And being able to utilize it here, especially against Soul, especially keeping Soul guessing. I want to say too, the conditioning that we saw from the previous 2 games, Puppygirl turning their strategy into, I'm going to bait out these DPs, your interactions, because you expect at this point, I'm double dashing at full screen or I'm doing jump install. And Nightshade is reacting, or not jump install, but dash install. And Nightshade is reacting to those dash installs. So pay attention to that now. But 2S start is great for Nightshade.
Yep. Final game in the set here. Both of these players looking to lock in. Nightshade wants to bring this back, but Puppygirl, lots of momentum on her side, but barely any burst after trying to escape this corner.
Nice jump in heavy into Dust.
Yeah, I like the micro delay, tries to bait out the burst, but the delay from Nightshade keeps the corner.
Ooh, far slash does connect, and this double dash again. Thanks to the PRC, we got a moment of invulnerability there to get the throw.
Dude, she was so meaty on hit. You had enough time to dash up and do close slash after and break the wall as well. Puppygirl running away with it, but taking to the skies. No, a little bit too high for your troubles.
Yeah, nice safe jump there. Got the red RC finish. Yeah, that 2-1-4S, it's nice because you're trying to throw off your opponent's DP opportunity and send them flying the opposite direction. But Soul, with slash DP, is going to recover so quickly, and that's the one they're likely going to throw now anyways because that is the invulnerable one. Heavy reserve for combo finisher.
Oh, DRC actually just kept you locked down. I'm going to full confirm here, but opts not to break the wall just yet. Nightshade, you're not going to build that 50 meter for a while after that RC tension penalty, and it gives the opportunity for Puppygirl to put herself back into the corner with this SDP.
All right, I love the Kara Gunflame there. Wow, suck. Did he pressure the far slash? 2K2D finish.
Tried to stand there. Yep, 3-2 for Nightshade, taking it. There was a lot of...
Ooh. May changes are very interesting. We don't get a whole lot of Mays very often, actually, like outside of Slash, you know, right? And now Kopi here on May, but Soul Badguy, of course, that game plan hasn't changed too much. If anything, it was a little bit easier for Soul to kind of challenge against May, but with the changes to Totsugeki, now you're back to that early season 1 guessing game.
Yeah, I think there are a lot of ways to try and address some of the new changes to the Dolphin, you know, jumping off of it and trying to be tricky with it. But I don't know if Dark Lord has experience in the May matchup to know, especially with these new changes, right? Maybe you had a lot of experience when May was super popular Season 1, Season 2, but Season 3, I feel like a lot of people just don't know what the changes are for this character. So, all right, first round over to Kopi.
I mean, you say that, but then also the first significant combo Dark Lord got was 70%.
True.
So
maybe sometimes you don't need to know the whole magic.
Exactly. So I don't need to know it as long as I hit you really, really hard.
May hitting right back here at 70% and then some. Already taken off of these 2 hits. Jumps in with the JS, gets caught out, smashing on the safe jump.
At the corner carry because of heavy slash. Not able to get the full confirm with Revolver. We need a corner position to do that. Good finish from Kopi.
Yeah. Strong. Has definitely been representing a lot of you know, that May character loyalty since Season 1. I'm pretty sure they have a lot of guides on May as well. So any aspiring May players over there in the chat, you can check out some of those guides. But Dark Lord maybe pulling it up on the monitor and saying, okay, where's the counterplay guide that you posted? I need to have that one on the side too, as we head into game number 2.
It's all just it's a ruse. You had the counterplay guide and you just turn it. There is no counterplay. You're going to die.
Spread misinformation for your bracket opponent here as we head into game number 2.
Nice, got our safe jump. A lot of 6P start up there. Probably want to threaten, that right in particular. Totsugeki can get shut down by 6P, a low profile move. You can also interrupt with just like a basic 5P, 5K. Like it is just interruptible by a very fast button. Nice side slot jump K.
Yeah, that was a cool setup we saw there from Kopi doing the Dolphin split to get the safe jump, but fortunately not safe from all this damage. Dark Lord fights their way back out of the corner, trying to keep them at bay with the far slash. Kopi, what can you do with 50% and a Dolphin?
Ooh. Hey, you had the 2S. What a great button here from Soul.
Yeah, the post-Dolphin block RPS used to be really favorable for May in a lot of ways. You would see 5K after it as kind of that spacing trap, you know, something that is super fast and relatively long range. But, you know, after some changes, definitely not looking quite as strong. Dark Lord just exploding out of the gate with a wild assault.
Yeah, I'm surprised that 2S to interrupt the dash forward from Dark Lord. Bar slash confirm. Nice pick up Red RC to call out burst, but too far underneath. Hey, I'll take a simple punish right there. You try to DP, of course. Let's get the throw. Able to get a shatter with a hard knockdown on top. Shiny Whalmer coming through.
Yamada-san doing all the damage you can, but it's still not enough. Dark Lord finds the way back out of the safe jump with a backdash.
Even Stevens on positive bonus here. Jesus, jump heavy. You're done.
Jump on through with the JH, and Pac-Man jumping on through with a $10 donation to the match. You know, thank you so much for the generosity. We really appreciate it.
Oh, and you said love TNS? Well, we love you too, Pac-Man.
Hell yeah.
You know, they used to call Pac-Man Puck-Man because he's shaped like a hockey puck.
Am I the Ramona Flowers to your Scott Pilgrim in this analogy, Zero? Is that what's going on? I can dye my hair before Frosties. I got time.
Are you real?
I'm not an Amazon Prime worker, but I am going to deliver us to game number 3 here, tied up on the game count. Dark Lord seems like they're feeling a lot better going into that previous game, but Kopi fighting for their life right now.
Oh, whip heavy. Despite the, you know, the forward placement of the hurt box on heavy slash, it is still whiffing at that range. You know, that's gonna be okay. We still got the Tyrant Ray for that hard knockdown.
Right on through, you got the 2P mash, just scared of the strike throw. Damn, the cross-up setup actually brings us over to the other side. I can't believe it.
Just the easy 5K Red RC pickup. Got the anti-air for it with a vortex carry. Like, Soul can really just confirm off of any strike.
Yeah, in a lot of ways, you know, damage differential is something that plays a lot into this matchup, right? We used to know Mei as a very high damage character with a lot of really good disjoint buttons. I think throughout the changes, though, that's gradually been toned down in both ways. But all right, Kopi goes for the full 6H guard crush. Dolphin split into the overhead kiss. Decent amount of damage here with the super.
All right. That's cool. You got a shiny Pokemon for your troubles. No big deal. Don't show off too much, but the reversal slash DP burst right away, though.
Backdash Dolphin, my beloved, into the pull-up 3K, and with the RC behind it. Tied up on the games, tied up on the rounds.
Nice 6P to start. I can't believe it.
Yep. Empty bandit revolver. Kopi looking for the fuzzy 5P.
Yeah.
That's like 15 Ps, bro. You're just punching on through.
It's like, I know what you're about, okay? I'm not going to let it happen, but we called out the burst at a perfect angle this time to hold the corner. Nice Fafnir to finish. 2-1 lead right now for Dark Lord.
Man, just so in your head on the defensive options in those last 2 interactions. We saw the hard bait on the burst, knowing you were trying to panic and not wait until the last hit, and then also that walk back, right? Just barely delaying the meaty, knowing that you're looking for the fuzzy jump and catching the pre-jump frame. So smart from Dark Lord.
Yeah, absolutely. About to lock right back in, and it's hard to say like what Kopi really does against Dark Lord here. It is just that, like you said earlier, the damage differential between these 2 characters, and Mei could definitely slug it out just like Soul can, but it's just Soul's capability and being able to confirm after those, you know, stray hits that we get in some of these interactions to much more significant routing than what Mei kind of gets.
Yeah, absolutely. I know some of the combo. Dog, no way. All right, we were gonna, you know, discourse about combo routing, but instead going into the 5D, don't even get to see the routing off of it. Said, all right, you got it. You got me on this one. Now we're trading bursts. Game number 4, and the whole Mei Brigade in the chat trying to bring Kopi to game number 5.
Oh, jeez, what a backdash there from Dark Lord. Fafnir holds the frames. Tap dust finds the mark.
Ooh, little FD flicker. Tricky with the movement here. Gets caught out with the counter hit. 2K.
Reversal Shamu coming to play. Oh, why? Why? The 2D slides to the DMs and still got the 5K pickup. Man, I love Soul Bad Guys. So cool.
Fire on the water, just like shooting fish in a bear. The 2S didn't catch you? I actually cannot believe that. Dark Lord threaded the needle on that hitbox there, just dashing right after it disappeared. Already a lot of health lost for Kopi.
That's twice now that Dark Lord has done that in this set, and it throws me off every time. Okay, just like this Totsugeki able to throw me off, but did not get the follow-up with Jump Dust.
Yeah, awkward pickup on the JH there, right? You want to jump back to make sure you get the hit, but then the momentum afterwards, it's a little weird. But Kopi, no burst to their name for that 50-meter, but gets crossed up with Bandit Revolver under.
You might have been able to follow. Well, it was fully extended, so.
That is how it goes. Yep. I was trying to figure it out too. I was like, Zero's dad?
That's my dad.
ZerosDaduchos? All right. I mean, Mr. Zero.
What does that mean?
Mr. Syndicate. That was his father's name.
So instead of reflecting on themselves,
Heading on into it, Hiho has definitely been tearing it up on the Millia, in a lot of these online tourneys recently. ZerosDaduchos, I'm not quite as familiar with, but pulling up with the Kai.
All right, Kai Kiske, of course, definitely blessed this patch. Millia, yeah, still about the same Z's, right? Like, we still see a lot of great Millia players out there. Rat definitely the shining example, of course. Hair car, round start, no meter. What is happening, Hiho?
Let it rock. It's the Rat effect, right? Sometimes you gotta show them that you have the hair car, the bad moon immediately, no meter behind it just to show. I'm trying to put the mix on the brain immediately. That's a cross through to put you back into the corner, take you back out. This is, dude, my toes are getting crossed up and I'm not even in the game.
First away here. Ooh, try to get that fastball.
Yeah, Kai ID back JS doesn't find the mark. It's a throw Oki, but DP right on through.
Oh, you tried to throw, but it was too early, so Hiho is able to pick it up. Nice, got the bad move, finish it.
Yeah, we saw Zeros go for the DP on the throw disc mix-up, right? And the only way that you can kind of cover that is by committing to safe jump JH. We saw Hiho do that to keep the pressure on, steals out the round, but no burst on the side of Zeros.
Here, you gotta bring Millia down, and look at the Capel. The kiss from the Rose to get the overhead here. Nice hair car setup with the disc.
I have to imagine you were looking for the winger after the Mirage there, but 5H at least does a little bit of damage. Now you got 100 meter for the mix afterwards.
Whoa.
Double air dash after the deflect shield. I'm sorry, Zeros, you're not living this one. Damn, the Kara winger too?
Why can't I live this one?
Yeah, Zero's dad looking a little worse for wear there, but I mean, Hiho has just been so good about establishing a lot of that ground space so that when they take to the air, Zeros is like, damn, what do I do? Like, even when I try looking for the anti-air, like, it's so committal that you pull up with the far slash, you pull up with, mid-screen hair car, I'm getting knocked down over to the other corner. It's like, whoa, you got to slow it down.
I always feel like you want to go for, utilize Kai's jump buttons. Jump slash is going to be such a great button to try to interject a lot of that momentum from Millia. It is, like, that risk because, granted, Millia is usually air superiority queen, but jump slash is such a strong button for Kai. Even jump heavy, both those buttons are really going to be able to contend a lot of that space.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, another counter hit to start it off for Hiho. Opting not to break the wall just yet. Don't have any meter for the hard knockdown. Didn't want to use Wild Assault. Just waiting for the tension.
Shatter, nice. Gonna hold on to the tension this round here.
Okay. Use it for the mix after. Oh, there we go for the run on Bad Moon.
As if your prophecy came true. And just one touch is all that Hiho needs. It still has meter for it. There we go, PRC. Bad Moon does get blocked by Zero.
Ooh, backdash on the 6B. It's not enough. Gets caught up with the Capel on the way up.
Yeah, and I do appreciate the PRC eject. Oh, no, but the 6P. Let's call it that fastball. When you go for that PRC after attempting that anti-air, you're putting yourself out of a bad situation, right? So you don't get called out by the far slash from Kai. That was definitely mounting, especially with that dash up. Try to go for a reflect shield, but not close enough for a pushback, so Zero still caught in this corner. So we got this throw.
Well found on the DP, tried to shimmy with it, but no, gets caught up by the 2P on the way for your troubles. Neutral jump to stay on the other side and bait out the cross-up guard with the air movement.
I can't believe his hair card. You're so brave for it. It just...
Hiho's letting it rock. If they got the 50 meter behind it, hell yeah. If they don't have any meter behind it, they're like, check this low real quick. And that's a 2-0 for right now for Hiho. Just needs one more.
Yeah, and you know what's wild is that Zero is not pulling out any stun dipper, and that is simply because of the movement that we get from Hiho already having Herikar out there as a threat, which would trade out with stun dipper, and even setting up with a lot of the disc anyway. That's setting up opportunities for cross-ups here. Hiho is in complete control against Zero right now.
Yeah, really just dictating the pace. And I mean, Millia, one of those incredibly fast characters that if you don't know what button for button you're looking for to, you know, keep her locked down onto the ground, and then what button to contest her really strong ground buttons into the far slash to the 2S, it's very difficult to come up with that game plan on the fly when Hiho is just air dashing in your face, Capel, fastball, just constantly crossing up.
They blame the beasts.
Who said animating in Blender? That's crazy. Game number 3 here. Hiho just going for the dash jump, trying to see if Zeros is going for something bold like a round start DP. We're trying to go for an anti-air, but no, it's the immediate burst.
Trying to dash in with a 2K. Not quite close enough. Overhead does get blocked. Ooh. Can't be opened up there quite yet. Probably expected a dash up throw attempt maybe.
Yeah, I imagine. Gets caught up by the 2K 6H.
Ooh. Love the jump block there from Zero. Overdrive. Yeah, we already had the close slash up anyway.
Yeah, now you just need one hit. Any Bad Moon, any Herikar finds its mark. No, but instead, the Fuja arc combos you over into the corner and high profiles the Herikar. I like that choice from Zero.
Fast arts, I can't play right. You know what?
If 2 Herikars don't work, Zero, let's put a third one on there.
Normally, my frustrations is with the Kais getting away with Stun Dipper. And not a single Stun Dipper has been represented here. Gosh darn it, Hiho with your Herikar. No meter. Hey, it's finding the mark. It's working out here. Let's take it to the heavens above for that 50% life lead and then some with a positive bonus hard knockdown.
Yeah, Zero's looking worse for wear there. Does have the meter advantage on the burst, so Deflect Shield finally gets you a chance to fight back out with the charged stun edge, just running us all the way over to the corner. Little drop on the combo there, which means you don't get the hard knockdown you're looking for.
But you see here now that Zero is representing the jump slash. That completely shuts down a lot of that air opportunity for Millia. Jump P doesn't get a whole lot off of it, but that's enough to bring Millia back down to the ground. Nice dash of throw.
Close it out. There we go. The throw finally putting some momentum on the board here and around. I'm seeing in the chat this game got 2 air dashes now. No. It's Millia exclusive. Don't worry. It's still the Guilty Gear you know and love with a few more mechanics, but double air dashes universally not being one of them.
Oh, nice dash up on the recovery of far slash.
Double cross through keeps the corner as well, opting not to. No, cross up out of the corner. We've had that change for like 2 seasons now, and I still get my ankles broken by it.
I saw it, like, you won't do that, and they did. Yeah, you know what?
The big anti-air DP RC. Unfortunately, the 50 meter doesn't find any extra damage. The burst doesn't find its mark, but it's not a punish. Bad Moon RC closes it out for Hiho.
So tough, and I wonder what the match would look like if Zero started representing that.
Thank you so much. You're just in time for Marvelo versus Zaran.
Oh yes, gonna have Chipp, and I think I saw Baiken. I was looking over trying to check the match arena here, but Baiken coming up. 21 codes left in the match arena, folks.
Come on, guys. There's so many more than 25 of you over in the chat. We could clear it out before this set is over, before this game is over. But speaking of first game here, gonna see some Chipp versus Baiken action. DP versus parry, pulling up here with a close range.
2D pickup plus frames off a clone. You thought you could parry? Here's a slash.
They got the 5K, try and catch a preemptive movement from Marvelo, but no, the ID over Yozansen gets caught out. Marvelo just waiting for it, and Rekka super to close out the round.
Goodness, that was a clinic here from Marvelo. Especially calling out, yeah, like even here, still being able to call punishes on parry attempts. Zaran is trying all that they can to fight off the ropes here. Still pressing forward. Trying to go for a 5P interrupt. Yozansen gonna whip because he go for 6P.
There we go, Rekka, RC, bring us over to the corner. It's not gonna break the wall just yet, but trying to wait out a parry. Zaran does not let it rock.
Again.
Yeah, tried to hold on to the burst thinking Marvelo would hard bait it, but after that delay in the little bit, Marvelo's like, if this is game-winning combo, I'm fine with using the burst. Let me just finish it out.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, in those situations, it's often better to just commit to your combo. It's better to guarantee yourself a kill and force that option out of your opponent than to try to guess for it and you end up losing it. Like, God forbid the opponent makes a comeback because you let them live trying to drop out looking for a burst.
Duel 1.
Yeah, sometimes you don't have to hard commit to the burst bait, but game number 2 here, Zaran just throwing out the far slash. A really good move for Baiken, of course, the 9 frame. Lots of good horizontal range there just to check the movement, but no, does not find the check against the counter hit 5H.
Yeah, and Zaran really trying to preemptively strike against Marvelo, which is giving Marvelo time to interact differently against him. Barb Ness with the $10 contribution, thank you so very much. But yeah, we saw a far slash come through from Baiken, and Marvelo's already taking off into the sky. It's like, you're hitting an after image that is not there quite yet, it seems like, Zaran.
Exactly, swinging at the Shadow Clone, unfortunately. Zaran has a lot of good buttons to try and hold down the neutral, but Marvelo just playing so fast, so quick, Zaran can't find their footing.
Around 50% burst meter here for Marvelo. And again, just you're reaching way too far. And of course, Chipp is able to close the gap so quickly, get a whiff punish, even at safe distances traditionally against other characters. Ooh! Nice.
That was a nasty pickup into the Escamari. I gotta be 100%. You got micro dash with punish on the far slash, and you were like, nah, I'm not losing the round to that.
Johnson trying to lock down the aerial movement and 5P to interrupt the Alpha Blade. Good stuff from Zaran.
Yeah, that was a really good choice of normal to poke out there. I feel like a lot of times we let the Alpha Blade to get out of the corner go unchecked, so Marvelo trying to fight his way back out. He's like, oh, I got no health anyway. Let me go for the high risk, but instead tied up here, 1 round apiece.
We've stopped doing 6P and started doing 5H at that range to get those whiff punish opportunities from Marvelo, which is bigger damage starter. Johnson shatter off tap dust. Zaran still, capitalizing on a lot of these scramble situations.
Right into it, 6P Rekka. Soft little knockdown there, restand. This is the hard knockdown. Positive bonus for Marvelo. Gonna have to use a little bit of Wild Assault to make sure that you can keep up the pressure. But you gotta mind the gaps.
All right, jump 2K. Yo, we trying to go for the fancy stuff. We're drifting out. I don't want to deal with it either.
Do not do Panic Gun Super. There we go. Stick out the far slash. I was scared. I saw that 50 meter.
Yeah.
And Zaran has been running the Baiken for some time, right? So nerves get to everyone, but I feel like, especially in the intermediate Baiken stage, it is so easy to be like, oh, I have the meter advantage. Let me get plus frames with my gun. And then you lose the meter and you're like, haven't really done too much with it. So Zaran just using the threat, sticking out the normal, and being ready to RC as needed, ties it up 1-1.
I'd like to think that a lot of these interactions from Zaran is simply that they're trying to keep up with Chipp. They're trying to find that opportunity to, all right, press my offense and slow Chipp down, because we even saw that tether was a great call to pull Marvelo back to them so they could play their set play. But immediately after that, it's just, hey, I need you to relax, because this overhead's going to hurt.
Ooh, I like that jump over. The combo routing to make sure you have all the time in the world to bait out the burst. Zaran still holding on to it. I imagine you save it for the next round.
Yeah.
For something here. 2H doesn't find the mark off the far slash.
Ooh. And didn't commit to a throw right there, but still going to get caught on the trip card. That's great patience from Zaran to not get called out by the BRC from Marvelo.
Something going here.
Parry down, tethered up, another one.
And the double tether, double Escamari. Looking for the SS Stylish right now, but no, finally escapes the tether.
Oh,
big DP whiff though. You are not going to live this one, Marvelo. Assuming Zaran doesn't drop, and with the Kobari RC, that's all you need.
That's the ideal route, of course, but I still love the fact that it's a cannon for her jump dust. I mean, it's fun.
Nah, it's so sick. There, a little wake up Johnson action off of the soft knockdown. Check the dome.
Right there. Hold on to the Tommy Matt. Jump slash. We saw that early on in the first game between these two. We were going for jump slash, but it kept whiffing, which gave Marvelo the opportunity to dash under, get those punishes after.
Damn, the pickup off the cross-up, Alpha Blade 5P, 2P, just punching at the sky. Shadow boxing right now. Zaran trying to leverage the meter to get your way on in. Wants to break the tie. 50 on both sides.
Wow. And red RC right after. How did you turn around to get that? Yo, Marvelo, I'm so sorry that this game keeps robbing you of combo routes. That's crazy.
Just barely not able to kill off of Rekka 2 either. So Zaran looking to try and bring this round back. Burst available, but it's not going to save you from the one hit. Marvelo puts another game on the board, 2-1.
It's insane because we did the 6P Red RC, which
Yeah.
should mean that Chipp is going to turn around that. But for some reason, we got at just the right angle where I guess maybe the hurt box was still lingering for Baiken, which would be weird because it was a character length away, and still turned around for the slash in the opposite direction. That's such a bummer.
That's how it goes. So it did lead to a scramble at the end there, and we've seen, you know, we've seen some sets from Marvelo where it just barely a drop on a Rekka or a super isn't able to seal it out, but Marvelo clutching it up. I know he's been thinking, all right, I gotta make sure I don't let these random shenanigans off of the scramble trip me up, and now we're in game number 4. Marvelo just needs one more.
And Marvelo is feeling very confident because all of that was just straight 5 heavy. And you see that Zaran is blocking. They're not pressing a button after. It's 5 heavy and continued pressure after. No parries coming from Zaran. They're locked up right now.
Yep. Locked up, locked in. Marvelo on set point. Zaran taking to the skies here, right? Trying to look for some JS ID back and hold that space, but don't want to do it too often, right? Marvelo has the dash jump to try and catch you out of it. Ooh, run up 6 feet. Doesn't find its mark, but this one does.
I love the simplicity in Marvelo's game. It's just, all right, you're going to go for jump back slash. I'm going to dash up 6P again. It's been 2 very consistent layers that appear back and forth, determined by what Zaran is doing. DP with Red RC to get the low this time, though. Oh.
Scary lockdown in the corner.
Out in favor of Zaran for just a little while. Nice Alpha Blade. Gonna hold a corner position. PRC tries to steal a turn back again. Jump 2K cross up.
Man, the punish. I wonder if you were looking for parry and got crossed up. Gotta look at the replays, but Marvelo moving on to the next round here. 3-1.
You're at TNS.
Hell yeah. And TNS, our next set over here for some Monday Night Strive. We got Lolo versus Lakey. We got Baiken versus the Goldlewis.
You said bacon. I'm not letting that go.
Yeah, we're trying to cook over here, but instead getting cooked with the 2D. Set the drone into the overhead, Lakey.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, so this is one character that's really seeing a lot of shine. Thanks, White Wild Assault, Goldlewis. This is a terrifying matchup, even more so than it was before.
Yeah, I would have had them. To the drone.
It's an aerial uppercut, too. You saw he did the Ryu jump medium punch animation for that, too. Like, oh.
Bro, he wanted, that's the Shoryuken we got at home, the Homeland security, but securing the Homeland here with an extra 5. OG Biddies with a big raid. Thanks for stopping on by. You're just in time for game number 1 here, Lakey versus Lolo.
Yeah, you thought it was your turn. White Wild Assault, the WWA. You're dead.
Was that the double running 862 from Lolo, just showing off the tech right now? I think Lolo plays on stick too. Well, you know, I was gonna say doesn't play on leverless, so you know the execution is even crazier. But I guess for Goldlewis, right? I feel like a lot of people feel a lot more comfortable on the lever for him. But either way, 2 standing 862s in a row. It's a pretty tight window, so I gotta give you some shine there as you take game number 1.
That is crazy to think about. Like, I can't imagine jumping to leverless. Leverless on like for Goldlewis specific, don't get me wrong, I could imagine jumping to leverless, but to run Goldlewis, my brain does not.
Yeah, right? Just something about it. But Lakey trying to, you know, started off game number 2 with a little bit more aggression, right? They were trying to play a little bit more reactive, space out with the /5H, but instead taking the fight to Lolo and immediately taking 50%.
PRC for the momentum jump heavy. That was a Hail Mary because imagine Lolo winding up a Behemoth Typhoon. You're teeing off for disaster.
Full backdash from Lakey, but I guess when you're building up so much of that meter, even if you run into negative penalty, you're like, I got 2 RCs in the bank, I'm good.
Absolutely. Low. Nice. After Kabari tried to get a reversal out of there. I'm not sure what we would have gone for. Might have been a Behemoth Typhoon, not expecting the heavy follow-up of the Kabari.
Not quite ready to go for the super wall break either. That's a wall break with the H Kabari, but you have a lot of meter going into the... You are a backdash menace, Lakey, and Lolo just walking you down here.
The gun, yo, the anti-drone play from Lakey. First, the floor gets dropped on the drone, then you shoot it out of the sky. Oh, but the burst will get absorbed entirely. Lolo picking it up.
Yeah, I was scared. The close slash 2H, I guess on the counter hit it's able to link, but I was like, Lolo, this might be a big drop. But either way, you know, Goldlewis corner pressure, not the, you know, not the worst thing you're looking for if you're Lolo.
Ooh, that was, yeah, very interesting beat. Topping that, not even interacting with the drone at that point either. Okay, got the Kabari pick up, Red RC. Nice lead, should get the shatter.
Oh, the parry for a little extra meter too, yeah. Zanuff still reach after the deflect shield. That is crazy. That was a deep jump in. No, but you tried to go for the Kabari on Goldlewis behind the drone. Oh, big whiff. Oh, with the tether too, it puts you right in front of Goldlewis.
That's not a spot you want to be in, especially after an overdrive like that. That's just Oki City for Lolo. But Tether, with the 2K pickup, able to finish and tie things up, quite literally.
Damn, all right. Tied up with the tether, tied up on the set. Lakey puts one on the board here. I see Laugh in the chat. Hey, I'm new to Guilty Gear. Thinking emoji. F to doubt, but you know, let's assume. I keep on losing to Potemkin. He seems pretty overpowered right now. Any tips? No, good luck. Best of luck out there. You got it, dog.
Pro tip. Pick Potemkin yourself.
It's true.
There you go.
Learn from the inside out here.
Yeah, Lepriz, never seen you before, ever. Welcome to TNS.
First timer. I get it. I get it.
First time, long time listener, lurker. All right, got it.
Speaking of first time, we got ones on both sides here. Tied up for game number 3. Now Lakey, again, immediately jumping out of the gate here with the aggression. Tries to get the wild assault into tether, but Lolo opting to use the burst to just run you down to the other side.
Ooh. Interesting, the jump slash. Well, you know, the angle of jump slash. Right there. Still getting this pick up to Tommy Matt for the pressure from above. Great play from Lakey, but unfortunately Perry gonna get scooped up. Yo, you can't 5P with a drone on deck. I like the attempt, but Lolo set that up perfectly.
Yeah, Lolo with a high damage. Break the wall with the super there. Looking for another game on the board. Oh, taking to the skies with the JD. Lakey has been running up for a lot of these aggressive buttons. And now, oh, it swung a little too high. A little too close to the sun here. And parry on the other side from Lakey.
I mean, you're sitting pretty, though, if you're Lolo. That was almost death situation. 6P on the jump D. Very good stuff here. Lakey still tethered up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the dome doesn't go for the Yozansen afterwards, looking for the low, but Lolo holds on.
Some of these to Tommy Mats, but the 2P anti-air. Can't believe it's anti-air.
That's what I'm saying, dog. It hits, you're like, oh, the 2P doesn't hit so low. Like, isn't that rough? And you're like, no, it snipes you out of the sky. Just like that jump back Behemoth Typhoon for Lolo, but a second game on the board.
All right, nice little 2-1 lead. A little more commanding lead for Lolo on that last game. And I feel like this has been the seesaw effect for these two, because Lakey in game 2 really came out swinging, had a lot of great decisions that were made, especially when you're backed up with tether setups. I think that really got a lot of mileage for Lakey. We see a couple like whiffed JSs here from Lakey, and we're trying to cover that up with like PRC to try to get back down to the ground. But it's Goldlewis we're talking about. 6P and 2P and air options are just so strong.
Exactly. Yeah, kept you locked down. Lakey opting to use the burst to try and get out of the corner here. Again, set up the Kabari for the plus frames. What? That was a little janky, but Lolo made it out scot-free with the air throw.
Yes.
And behind you, baits out the parry. Oh, God.
Do-si-do we go. Not going to get the kill yet. But, I mean, yo, you got to play perfect, Lakey. You can't even touch these Behemoth Typhoons.
JK hit on the other side. Millia or Goldlewis? Not as many differences as you might think, but set point here for Lolo. I like the 6P, showing that you can't just go for the far slash every time the round start.
Yeah, I totally get it. Goldlewis, speed and weight. Tether, nice pick up, 2K.
Comboable throw. I am still getting used to it with this new patch, but Lakey seems super comfortable with it. Looking for the Escabari after the plus frames. Deflect shield does not get you out of Baiken's pressure.
Yo, I love how we're being able to cycle back into Kabari tethers here. It's just continuous pressure over and over again, because Lolo is certainly capable of paying that back in kind with Goldlewis. So definitely great routing here from Lakey.
There we go. Caught up with a counter hit. 5P should be able to kill with a wall break. Lakey looking to tie it up. Damn, avoided the air behemoth too.
Yeah. Oh, but the jump does. Can't avoid that. That's so difficult to try to contend with. Ooh.
862, the drone right behind you pushes you over to the corner. I think you die. Okay, especially if you don't break it with the super. Now you definitely don't die. Damn, JS. Gold burst. Don't do gun super. Okay, you're not going to get the chance. White Wild Assault from downtown. The first time we've seen it this set. And Lolo closes it out 3-1. The damage. But speaking of damage, we are swinging right out of the gate. UMISHO on the Sin here against Millia. So you're not going to take too many hits before we see that round end screen, Yurikov.
I am so curious as to UMISHO made a tweet earlier about folks getting punished for you know, having overdrive reversal. Oh, it's fine, I can just burst out after. And she said I was wrong. So I'm
she
curious.
said never mind.
Never mind. Yeah. I'm curious to see like what that really means here, and is that switch to Sing Kiske potentially a part of that? But Yurikov, of course, staying on the patented Millia. Oh, nice. Actually, the safe side get the mix. Whoa.
There we go. Quick first round over to Yurikov, right? You know, and Sin, one of those characters that's like, you have a lot of access to damage, you know, and wall breaks as well. As soon as you have the 50 available, Kara super doesn't require quite as much stamina as it used to, so you're staying a lot healthier on the special cancels, and definitely not lacking for damage either, but Yurikov just trying to keep up the pace.
Yo, what a walk up into throw. That was smooth criminal stuff right there, UMISHO.
Lots of meter for UMISHO here. Full burst, full meter. I'm assuming you're saving the burst for the next round, but tapped on the dome with the RCJH. Oh, no.
Yes. Not killing.
Just barely staying alive here. You have to hold all of this mix here with positive bonus. Yep, there we go.
Yeah, that was just a checkmate scenario at that point. If Yurikov wasn't already jumping, which is already difficult, right? Because he had hard knockdown after overdrive there.
Yeah.
Gave UMISHO free range pressure right there. And you had to hold FD, otherwise you're dying.
Yeah. Hoof stomp, elk hunt. It's the high-low situation. All the meter behind you in the world. Now you're fighting to try and close out game number one here. But EP finds your way back out.
Ooh. Okay, trying to go for that little elk hunt right there. Still got side swap for it. Nice little tyrant rave here.
Right. DP super is so evil. Getting the wall break and hard knockdown off of your reversal and being able to close it out as well. UMISHO seals out game number one.
UMISHO is super fun to fight, but she's also scary. It's terrifying, right? Sonic Breaker, like
It's true.
With Soul, her original main to come back, and now you're switching over to Sin. It makes it all the more terrifying because the way that UMISHO would route with Soul, just being able to course correct to guarantee like a very optimal route and damage. So opting for Sin, it makes sense in a way because Sin definitely got blessed this patch. And, you know, ask Jobber all about Sin on this one, because Jobber will have a field day to see Sin this time around. Oh my goodness, because the damage routing alone really showcased by Sin, thanks to those benefits from this patch.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's very healthy on the stamina for sure, which means you have a lot more access to Hoof Stomp, to Gazelle Stomp, or Gazelle Step as well. So just keeping the pressure on so many times. The perfect from UMISHO puts another round on the board.
Zelkon. And we're still safe, so it will sneak into 2K right after.
Ooh. On the other side, back to the front. Baits out the DP. Runs right under and able to whip punish with the close slash.
This is your opportunity. Cross, you're still able to block. That's nice. Ooh, DP, and it's still your turn. That PRC.
Damn, tried to swipe on through. On the way down, looking for the 6P. With JH. Are you looking for the burst bait? Nah, UMISHO is not going to let it rock. We're tied up on the rounds.
Oh my god. Elk Hunt round start. Who'd have thought? And already got a throw punish.
Yeah, she made a bait out the deflect shield. Something that I imagine you really want to use against Sin, someone who is constantly making his way in with the Gazelle steps. So many of these strong normals, but still caught out with a low after disc.
Close slash on OTG. Calls out the DP 2K 2D. There was meter on that side of UMISHO, so she could have PRC'd as long as we got the block in, but just did not work out.
YRC on the other side. It's not quite as plus when you block it in the air, so Yurikov still staying alive, I say, as they try to run up for the far slash, but instead gets caught out with the Elk Hunt.
Just trying to get the 5P anti-air, and Yurikov just floating right above the 5P from Sin. It's PRC.
Yeah, Haircar PRC, the high-low. Are you going to go for empty? But no. Taps on the dome with the JK. Nobody home, and JH on the other side. Yurikov ties it up.
Definitely a close one, and I do like how Yurikov is starting to bait out a lot of these anti-air attempts now, and that's getting UMISHO to open up a bit more, which is great for a Millia player. The more you open up, the more that they're able to, get your Oki setup rolling with, disc, able to get our left-rights to work more consistently. You know when you're in the opponent's head when they start opening up and you're still lingering in the sky like that.
Uh-huh. Going for these early anti-airs, and all of a sudden you're just working in the sky with fastball Capella. It's like, I'm not there just yet. You're being a little too preemptive here, but speaking of preemptive, immediately the 6B to try and hold that space against the far slash that Yurikov is trying to throw out here.
2Ks interrupt the dash up. 2S rather.
Man, a quick perfect here. So much access to be able to special cancel right into the super, and UMISHO slashing on through again with the far slash.
Just able to walk back here, but not able to punish the DP. We got the upward angle on DP, but the follow-up you want to wait for. Minus 19, so definitely able to get a punish if you block through the whole thing.
Yep. Ooh. Here we go again. Car super right through the wall. UMISHO healthy on the stamina. So many special cancels to go through here, especially with the positive bonus, but instead waiting it out. I think we were looking for the hard bait on deflect shield, but Yurikov just barely didn't have the meter for it and didn't have the health. A quick game 2 for UMISHO.
Gosh, Tyrant Barrel. So cool. Guilty Gear is such a cool game, JC. You know that?
Fighting games are something so great. Sin just steals the technique from both of his, his foster dad and his real dad, and he's like, yeah, you know me. Just punch it on through. Wall breaks from anywhere on the screen. I'm looking for that positive bonus every single time, and I'm flowing meter like water. UMISHO just needs one more to move on here.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
All right, getting into this one here, and ooh, okay, going for far slash start this time. We've been seeing a lot of that inside the far slash. Go for the 2S. Really kind of dare Millia on that approach from Yurikov. Trying to get that 6B, and again, got called out, but DP reversal.
Peak driver into the dash, trying to keep Yurikov locked down, but instead it's DP brings you back to the ground, where you still have to wait for your stamina to come back up here. Go to the other side. 5P with the safe jump.
Okay, this time it's good. All right. Well, you know what? The other one was Ride the Lightning, so that's pretty consistent considering Ride the Lightning doesn't kill for Kai. Doesn't kill for Sid. Makes sense.
I was going to be 100% Zero. I was thinking in my brain, oh, surely this doesn't kill, but I knew. I've learned from our previous blocks together that every time I say that, I see that round ender, and I'm like, let me hold my tongue for just a second. It's set. Point for UMISHO. Full burst available. Looking for the meter to come back up, but Yurikov looking for the DP.
Okay, that's starting to make sense why Yurikov was trying to open up on the second hit of DP. Like, granted, you are minus 18 on the fall down from the DP from Sin, but if you can get that close slash anti-air opportunity to get the pickup, then absolutely take advantage. One touch away, I mean, anything would work. UMISHO just primed and ready. Literally, like, you want to run up to me? I'll DP. I'm invulnerable. I'll even chip out. Get players.
And we finally have RedIAmNot versus Walter headed up here for, I believe, top 48, if I'm not mistaken. The Goldlewis versus the Millia, duking it out and fighting for their lives.
Whoa! That could have been far worse.
Damn, the round start, 8-4-2, just run up on it, calling out the backdash from Walter.
Okay, 2D push back. Nice. Simply get a jump slash off of that. Could have covered a little bit more ground, but I think that's a great opener option for Walter here.
Yep. Walter goes for the cross up, brings us over to the other side. BRC back into White Wild Assault, bro. You're calling out all the colors of the rainbow right now, RedIAmNot. Every color but red, I might add.
Oh, yes. But did you see the FD from Walter just in the nick of time to not get pushed back from that White Wild Assault there?
Yep.
Now that pressure continues. YRC back, and we can still chat. Yo, I saw that. I know, right? That Behemoth Typhoon about to obliterate Millia. That's brave but pressure from Walter.
Yeah, top on the dome. Sometimes you gotta represent the quick Obari there, right? You're disadvantaged after the guard crush YRC, but that doesn't mean that you have to let RedIAmNot get away with a lot of these low or long startup Behemoth Typhoons.
Right.
Jump on over. Trying to catch you with the JD, but Walter at that super jump range just goes right on over it.
Jump heavy. Walter's really in control despite this life deficit. I mean, you know, Millia's used to it, right? That Guilty Gear scenario where I took a couple hits and I'm in dire straits. That was a bad moon.
That was a misplaced moon if I've ever seen one. Yeah, but I really like how we're baiting out the White Wild Assault for Walter. Now you're stuck in the corner against Goldlewis pressure. You know, bestie, I don't have a lot of high hopes for you. You got the flex shield, and that's about it. Barely any meter. Oh, no, you got BT'd to death. That's how it goes.
One of those situations where I hope that you have IBFD unlocked, because that would have been very necessary to at least get a pushback. But you're right, the flex shield would have been another great call.
Yeah. But opting to save the meter here for the next round, I agree. You're pretty down on the life lead, so you might as well try and build as much resources as you can. Again, great use with the Compel. We've seen it to try and cross you up in the corner and be a little tricky in the airspace, and also to bait out the White Wild Assault. Oh, that was nasty. The behind the back Behemoth Typhoon said, Walter, I dare you to fastball behind me. The only quick thing we're going to see is a quick depletion of the life bar. RedIAmNot, so much meter in the bank. No, there's no way. There's no way you bring this back, right? You don't even have a sliver of health. There's not even a pixel. Oh. But the 2K seals it out for RedIAmNot here. Game number 1. So back and forth. Damn, that's an interesting bedman lobby avatar. I'll tell you what, RedIAmNot. I've never seen the deep ocean blue. Send it to Brazil, true. I'm still thinking about that. Behind the back Behemoth Typhoon confirm off of the fastball. That was evil. Slinged yourself right into the tenderizer. Yeah. And I mean, that's how it goes, right? I mean, like, Walter has been trying to control the airspace and be super tricky with the movement throughout that entire first game. So RedIAmNot, especially with the health lead, I feel like they were thinking, I might as well go for the hard call out. The risk reward on it, I get so much damage if I'm able to activate here. But game number 2, headed into the 2P to catch you out of the fastball as well. Another way to try and catch out that air movement without committing necessarily to the back scratcher Behemoth Typhoon. White Wild Assault keeps you locked down here for the 862. There we go. More overheads, more mix, more plus frames, keeping you locked down. Walter finally finds the 2P out. The big counter hit 2S with some meter behind it. Should be able to kill off of this next mix. There's no way you build up the burst, right? Oh, no, you actually do. Okay. Red holding on to it. I think it was scary to try and burst there just on the off chance you didn't get it up in time before the super, but there we go. A very back and forth first round here to Walter, but RedIAmNot immediately letting the burst rock. Jump on through, double air dash JH, gets the knockdown here. Tap on the toes with the 2K, now we're stuck in the corner.
Nice shot. He's the quick bad moon.
Yeah, 6H is scary there, right? Because technically there is no low option until Millia goes for the fastball, so it is reactable, but, you know, with everything that Walter has been putting on the mental stack, it's easy to stay just... Oh, no!
Oh, my God. And you were doing... Oh, wait! No, wait.
I thought it was going to hit behind. I'm not going to lie. I believed in the Goldlewis, but I also believed in the $5 Maturino contribution from Kolos. Thank you so much for the generosity, saying good luck, everyone. All right, the good luck reached Walter. because thankfully there was no backwards hitbox to reach you on that super. I was terrified.
Yeah, I'm with Deck on this one. I swear to God, I saw a frame where Goldlewis was flipped around. What is happening here with these normals getting flip-flopped in such a way right now tonight?
Yeah, auto-corrected like the iOS keyboard. We're 1-1 here. Red not feeling too good about that reversal super, but it's all good. Just clear the mental for game number 3.
Nice, got our counter hit. Burst out too. Does not want to get pulled off in this corner because that is a 50% life lead already building up. Capel pickup.
Stuck the corner here again. Cross through with the fastball. Available. Go. Should be able to close it out here with the wall break. Oh, okay. I was scared that it was gonna wall splat so early that even Goldlewis would have lived there, but still, just barely able to seal it down.
Caught low. Quick 2K, 2D. All right, great burst opportunity there for Walter. The 5P just keep you in the corner here.
I like the delay on that, knowing that, okay, if I burst late into the 6H, he actually just crosses under me. Now, Walter has to fight his way back out of the corner, and fight his way he does. But he did have to work his way out of there, using a little bit of resources for it as well. Speaking of resources, trying to hold on with these FDs, gets the IB to prevent a little bit of chip, though.
Again, the bad boom just continuously being sent out to RedIAmNot.
Oof.
Walter finding so much mileage out of that.
Every time. Oh, finally, same side, but baits out the deflect shield by IAD in Capel. Walter, the second game on the board.
Yeah, we got to start watching out for these bad moons. That's getting so much mileage for Walter, and RedIAmNot is quite literally not ready for any one of them.
Red, I am not expecting you to do cross up in the corner 5 times in a row and literally never do same side. So a lot of times what we'll see is either you set up the disc and then you go for fastball Capel so that you stay on the same side and don't actually cross up, or even do the late fastball so that even though she would have normally crossed up, by the time the meaty disc is hitting you, she's still on the same side. But Walter said, hey, if you're not going to react to it, I'm just going to keep doing it until you block cross up.
Oh, jeez. Here.
To the corner once again. I like the JS to check the jump. Lots of chip damage taken from Walter.
Let's get out of dodge, and that's a brilliant maneuver there from Walter here. But the 2P, of course, the reversal of all Goldlewis's.
268, 862. Bring it up, bring it down. RedIAmNot looking to try and tie it up. So much of that last round's HP was taken through chip, but Walter gradually trying to chip through the HP of his own. Ooh, I wonder what we caught there. Yeah, that's a big counter hit on the wake up. I imagine RedIAmNot trying to be greedy with the 2P there, but no, not finding any reward for the investment.
One last chip. Oh my god, again! Trying to press something.
Damn, the perfect 2. The double counter hit, and Walter, you know, again, representing these options multiple times in a row, saying, no, I'm not going to switch it up until you show me that you're willing to block on wake up.
Yeah. A couple back dashes, but you can't dash away from the 2D.
Nope. Go with the double JK. Same side fastball. Evil.
I'll try to go for another one. I think we were going to thread the needle there because we're already in the corner. Took it a side swap. Great 5P interrupt, and still going to get called out for it. Walter, nice. Backdash from Ready.
There we go. Not quite mashing on wake up, but the heavy backdash does give you a little bit of time, and the RC gives you more than enough time to bait out the guard cancel. Walter takes it 3-1 with a 5K.
Wow. Just complete control throughout the set. I mean, wits before, right? You know, I guess for lesser term, right? You're really trying to kind of keep Leo at bay, which is far easier said than done because that dash is so quick, especially run through. That's something to look out for. Already got a couple 2P, 5P interrupt.
Not the I'd win. I keep forgetting that's MFCR's in-game tag. Guys, I'm so happy we can see the in-game screen names. There's a layer of humor we haven't gotten to see in quite some time. But also, speaking of a new move and a new layer here, we got the tornadoes, right? A safe ender for some of these block strings from Axel. Gets to charge it up for some plus frames as well if the opponent is being a little too respectful. But respect is not what we're finding for MFCR, trying to dash jump his way in on Remi.
Respect is not in the dictionary of MFCR. Like that's not even in Leo's dictionary.
Exactly. Whoa, he's pulling up.
Nice. All right, and we get the time stop immediately after the fallback, and we're gonna wrap this. Oh my God.
Don't let it be you, Remi. That's a heartbreaker, right? Because you're thinking, oh, okay, if this doesn't kill, I don't want to mess up the combo, so let me just go for it. And then you're like, wait, just barely missed the 5K, but it's all good. 2P saves the day.
I was looking between my fingers on the rest of it. It's just
I know, I was
like
there, dude. Yeah, Jamal saying it in the chat. Remi, no. That was what was going through all of our heads right now, but Snail gets you a little bit of space, which MFCR immediately closes the gap because Remi tries to pull up for Smokey.
Okay. Nice jump back here. Able to get the far slash.
Ooh, caught out with the cherry explosion off the Rensen here. Charge up the tornado, but you gotta be afraid. MFCR is 100-meter. You know he's ready to let that super RC rock.
Ooh. Yeah, so you had to keep that block pressure right on top of Leo. You knew that MFCR was charging, able to get the quick anti-air with 5P. OTG did not get to finish this out, but reversal overdrive with 50% tension. We'll be able to carry over to the corner with this wild assault. Burst in just the nick of time.
Ooh. And the checkmate charge tornado catches out the IAD. I get what MFCR was trying to do, IAD in to keep your pressure, and RPS maybe he's looking for the anti-air, maybe they're not, but Remi, so smart, so aware after the burst to look for this tornado to try and go for Chipp and at least put this big ass hitbox in between you and MFCR.
I mean, that's still a risky tornado. I don't remember the startup of Whistling Wind there. It's gosh.
Definitely slower with the charge, right? Which is what we saw. Yeah.
It's 41 frames for the full charge, 17 frames off just the rip. So that is a very lucky win to throw out there.
Scary. Oh. Yep. Strong anti-air button for Leo. Would have let him get into the back turn, but Remi Celeste saying, no, hold the mix for one more hit. Oh no, and hold the mix you did. Tapped on the dome with the headbanger. That's the overhead to break the wall.
Very interesting. Already a strong resource spend from MFCR. Thanks to his positive bonus, it's going to help out to bring back the burst meter. Oh no, wasn't able to finish. We were trying to get the shatter, but too many bounces off the wall. Was able to get that final guard point hit. Cancel dash through.
DPRC, my beloved, for the cross through. Remi Celeste not quite ready for it. Damn, 2P into Snail off of that too?
Yeah.
Set the tornado, gives you a little bit of time to run up. Tried to call it the DP, but instead all you found was the backdash. PRC to stay safe. That kills your tension for a little bit.
Oh, that's definitely going to be the punish here. Can't be reaching with 2P, and look at the damage for trying. Yeah, I do appreciate that we fuzzy guarded a little bit there just to make sure we didn't get scooped up on the approach, but yeah, that 2P with punish sealed the deal basically for MFCR.
Yeah, and because that super is a projectile, right? Even if the 2P hit, we saw the punish come out from Remi, so the 2P did land. Not only did it not kill MFCR because you had so much health, but also because the projectile had already made its way over. That was coming out whether you got hit or not, right? So especially up against the wall, led into the checkmate there, and MFCR ties it up.
1-all in the set. We can keep this going.
All right, MFCR trying to live up to the name. Nah, I'd win. After that first game, we were like, are you 100% sure? But this is, you know, bringing the set back here. Game number 3, the cross through just gets dumped right on over, but the anti-air 5P.
That was the back turn stance 5P, no less.
Yeah.
Oh, love the dash blocking here from MFCR. Very cautiously closing the gap. Still getting opened up by Jump Slash.
Yeah, it's a decent chunk of health loss for trying to catch out the rainwater. Whoa. Fast RC JP actually brings you back down to the ground to pick up into Wild Assault. That's crazy, though.
Whoa! Instead of from downtown, the run through. No throw from Remi Celeste. He should be done here.
You know, I thought that would have killed a few hits ago. But
Yeah.
the scaling kicked in, but we still got fixed damage from the wall to close it out.
Yeah, I thought it was definitely going to kill right before the burst came through. Like, the Turbulence should have killed it out, but Headbanger got her close slash.
Yep. Okay, stand still to try and keep your turn here. I agree, the cross through, but instead, Remi Celeste opting to use the burst to put you back into the corner.
Oh, good. Tapped us. We had the RC to pick up further. Whoa, all right, all right.
Yep. Back to an H off of the tumble state. I keep forgetting you're able to keep the combo going there.
Yeah.
Remi Celeste, worse for wear on the health. MFCR, once you got that
Oh,
first...
no shot.
What happened? Wild Assault just went straight through the cross-up.
That is so unfortunate that we're already on the opposite side for Wild Assault to come through that way. Everyone getting robbed by autocorrect on this game right now.
That's how it goes. Left side, right side. Oh, Remi Celeste seals it back out. That was a scary comeback to try and make, but gradually holding on to the defense, building up that meter that you needed to kill.
Nice corner position here for Remi. Just guarding, though, is MFCR. Have to jump back heavy for a nice little pickup. The throw, finally throwing a run through.
There you go. Waited it out. Catches you with the far slash. Celeste.
I'll pick up with the 2K to get the shatter. Blue PRC just to make sure we can at least get the Axle Bomber. Yo.
Back throw incident pulled up here. Calling out the dash block from MFCR. Had to be a little braver, but Remi Celeste puts a second game on the board. Oh, that was probably supposed to be Deflect Shield, but turned into Wild Assault because of the cross-up. That actually does make a lot of sense, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Thankfully, still worked out in your favor to avoid it for 50 meter, but it didn't quite put MFCR into the corner like you would have wanted with the Deflect Shield, right? But still, able to put the game on the board here. MFCR turned up the aggression to 100%, but looks like Remi able to stay just out of range. All right, game number 4.
Ooh. Delay, close slash. Pick up here, another sickle flash. Full screen setup with the tornado.
Remi with the trip guard, 2K2D, brings you all the way over to the other side of the screen with that Ren set.
There we go, rainwater pickup, an immediate burst. MFCR gonna fight with this last sliver of health. I mean, a little bit of muscle memory right there potentially on that burst, but Remi now on match point because of it. We'll take those.
Damn, anti 2P6H. I did not know you could get that pickup, but clearly Remi Celeste blabbing out these edge case situations, but MFCR saying, no, let me put another round on the board here. Break the glass, 50% already down, 50% on the tension meter, about to be 100, but Remi swings from the skies with the JH.
Yeah. Does connect, a little bit of a step forward. Do a little dance here, Remi, because he just took a W, 3-1 victory.
To act, but forcing us on to our next set, we got Dig versus SQ. So this is Bridget versus Ramlethal, and this is a matchup that I think historically a lot of Bridget players have not felt great about. A lot of times they're saying, oh man, Ram is just me, but with better offense and better normals, right? But I think in particular in this patch, you know, with some of the changes that Bridget got, and gradually getting buffs after buff, Ram is still incredibly strong, and SQ one of the strongest Rams out here, but I think there's some hope in the Bridget players' eyes.
Yeah, Bridget is very interesting because I think her set play is just going to be tremendous against Ramlethal. But now, again, to your point of just Ramlethal does have that reversal opportunity. Monobato, we see tons of Ramlethal players pick that up. Nice tap dust finish here.
First round over to SQ. It was a strong start for Dig here, but I imagine damage differential is going to be a big part of this matchup, right? Ram, a lot of access to, you know, pretty big damage, cranking up the risk as well. And the thing about Bridget, because she takes a few more interactions to try and kill your opponent, it's going to build up a lot of burst, which means SQ gets more blue burst, but also more wild assaults and deflect shields to get out of your own pressure and start hers.
Get a 2P interrupt, and yeah, this is going to be tough. I mean, one, Ramlethal outranging a lot of that the normal pressure from Bridget, and it is that damage differential you talk about. Whoa, that's back-to-back DP throws. Like,
yeah,
goodness, digging their own grave here for this one.
Yeah, the rocks coming through to dig your grave. DP tried to get you out of it, but the throw just puts you right back in. So, no. Lay to rest. Let's move on to game number 2 here.
I think we wanted to go for DP to attempt like maybe a slash interrupt.
Maybe,
but at that point, you want to go for 6P because that's far safer than you trying to put yourself in a vulnerable state whiffing a DP like that.
Yeah, definitely a high-risk, questionable reward option there, but still, Dig clearing the mental here for game number 2. Empty jump into the 2K. Jump on the sword toss.
Very good jump install. They get that delay pressure. Trying to get the sword back sooner rather than later. Rock pulls you right back into pressure, but the drift back avoids the 2D.
Yeah, that was a big whiff on the Daro there to try and keep up the pressure, but SQ still at PRC to bait out the attempt at a whip punish.
Oh my God.
And now Dig still going through the wall, break the glass with the windshield wiper. It's going to be a lot of meter for SQ too.
That was a crazy course correct from SQ there. Took a step forward to get the cross under and turned right back around to make sure we got the shatter. Great awareness from SQ. 2S is the starter. And again, that range just to out-challenge Bridget. Bridget's not able to throw on a slash or heavy slash at the ranges that Ramlethal is able to do the exact same buttons.
JP to try and catch out an anti-air, but SQ holding on strong, just letting herself get walked into the corner, saying, no, I know I have ways to get on out of here, and you have to show me that I should be afraid of the counter hit 2H. Let's see the route. Oh, Big offing cuts the combo short, maybe to try and bait out a burst, but SQ holds on.
Either you bait out the burst or you're trying to just reset the damage situation before you get the shatter. Nice. Wait,
yeah, with the Roger wheel behind the back too. That was funny. I actually thought that was going to go through the wall, but create a cute little routing there from Dig.
What is happening today? Why is everyone hitting behind them today? What? Huh?
We can't choose a side here. We love Guilty Gear so much we can't even decide when we're in the game, but JH taps you on the dome. 2S finds the hit to push SQ over to the corner, but you got to be afraid of the Mortabato.
Trying to go for guard kicks, not quite working out because we're pulling ourselves back to the recall on Yo-Yo.
Yeah, big whiff punish. Made a lot of space off of the deflect shield there, and Dig did not course correct in time. Still mashed and a big whiff. Cat's caught out.
Yeah, interesting that wasn't necessarily a true combo. If you had the opportunity to break out of there. All right, nice throw. SQ put into the corner, another one. Still has tons of resources, 50% tension for a reflect shield. And yeah, the PRC able to jump right out of there with the momentum. Nice stuff from SQ.
Dude, that was scary. I imagine there were a few things that Dig was looking for off of that RC, thinking, oh, okay, I could 2H, but maybe if they put on a button already, I might just get hit and die off of the trade, right? Oh, I could go for air throw, but same thing, right? If they have a button, let's go for DP, assuming that they're looking for the button, but then flip kick PRC just got SQ all the positional advantage in the world.
Duel 1.
Well, game number 3, SQ just running away with it right now. And these slash series is definitely going to be difficult for Bridget. Again, just to interrupt. Like, I think, honestly, to your point at the beginning of the match is just Bridget's set play is that much more potent, but the mid-screen game is that much more lethal for Ramlethal here. Especially when you think about the Rock edition.
Into the corner again with the throw.
Tap dust.
Tap dust? Just barely living. I'm not gonna lie, I thought Bridget was not gonna survive that one. BRC saw the 2K, so I like the backdash. Looking for the whip punish afterwards too.
It's so tough in that corner situation, especially when you get pulled back into the pressure with that rock special from Ramlethal, because now you're guessing, is it gonna be the 2K or are we gonna go for the tap dust overhead?
Right. Set the yo-yo right behind, keeps you locked down for the overhead. SQ doing a good job of defending, I say. They get counter hit by the Blue Wild Assault.
All right, nice 16.
Yeah, she finds the 2K as well. Flip kick, quite a combo into the 5K, but JP, oh my god, it links into the 6H2.
Locked on target, fires away.
Beam looking to close it out. It's set point. Guess for game. Dig 100 meter for the backdash BRC. We get greedy. Set the yo-yo. BWA. Big pickup. More bottom, but you still had 50 meter behind it to stay safe. Counter hit JS, but off ID back. They get the combo. Panicking here, 6P. Scary Dig not trying to lose this meter by spamming the backdash, but it's scary to try and hold your space against Ramlethal. Any counter hit bar slash could be doomed. Ooh.
Whoa. All right.
Close it out.
Yeah, should be able to. Succeed. Nice.
Ooh. I can imagine there the nerves are riding high, right? You're like, I need this combo to survive the next one. Still able to clutch it up. SQ still on set point here, though. Built up a lot of burst through all of these hits as well. If SQ is able to break out off of this hard knockdown, you're going to be in a world of hurt with all these wild assaults.
Let's reflect. Pressure going too. Nice. Caught high.
Yep, Fuzzy with the RC too. Do we go for Wild Assault to strip a little bit more burst? No,
Yo.
Still with a 2H Dig. Puts a game on the board with a perfect.
Yeah, that was a great round right there. That Fuzzy was insane.
Uh-huh. I like the fast RC to make sure. I don't think you had a full 100 meter there, so you had to be, very efficient on the meter to make sure that you still had the red RC to pick up off of that JP Fuzzy. So well played from Dig, able to operate in the clutch, but still has to do that 2 more times before SQ deletes your HP in 1. So let's see it, game number 4.
Oh, great call out there. The Lava Assault gonna get DP'd, but again, 2H right back into it with that last remaining 50% tension, and that positive bonus gonna help out. Not quite gonna get another 50% back because of the reduced time, but this is a path that SQ is willing to take, that high risk opportunity where you go for these shatters back to back.
Yeah, and I think high risk is fine, right? Bridget has to build a lot of burst to try and kill you. SQ, piloting the Ram, not the tankiest character in the cast, but still has a decent amount of health compared to someone like Bridget. So you can be a little riskier on your ways to try and get out of the defense here, especially with 100% meter. Oh! No, you say burst here, right? It's pretty rough to get out of the corner. Yeah.
A little patience here from SQ to get her turn back to be able to turn things around.
Close it out. Jump over the score toss. We see that a lot from Dig, right? SQ representing JP to bring you back down to the ground. Didn't expect that Dig would jump again. But all right, full risk. Any hits, a force counter.
Yeah, and it's going to be immediate burst from Dig. There's no way we take that full combo, especially at the corner. Heavy does trade.
Oh, the trade is actually really good there, right? Look at how much risk it cleared up, but look at how much SQ is building back up again. JP, again, like we said, to keep you locked down. 50% still available for the Wild Assault, 50% available in both of these tension bars.
Dig was blocking forever, called out the burst, of course, because we knew that that was a death scenario. Dig had to burst out of there if they wanted to live.
Yeah, no hard knockdown, because you're just looking for the meter after this, right? You know that they have 100 meter for DPRC, so you're just waiting for your meter to come back up. Saves it. Ooh. So rough with the resources, but Dig finds the whiff punish. Any Mortabato should be able to kill here. Hit damage range. Burst.
Yeah, SQ wants to wrap this up here and now. Doesn't want to give another game opportunity for Dig. And already back into the corner cycle with a jump P to jail it out. Nice DP though. Dig hoping to prayer, not going to succeed the jump back slash. And that's such a gamble to take. Like Hotashi up against Marvelo here in this top 48. Still winding down to decide who makes it into top 8. So it does mean that SQ will be advancing to the top 8 as our first winner. Looks like Jack also in the background making it into top 8 as well.
Okay. Alrighty, and another fight here for that top 8 as well. Hotashi versus Marvelo, the Nagoriyuki versus Chipp. Again, one of these matchups that we keep seeing archetype-wise on the stream. Heavy hitter versus someone with a lot of mobility, but anytime you make a mistake, Hotashi is going to be able to capitalize for the kill.
Yeah, Nagoriyuki, despite the changes, is still such a threat and force to be reckoned with. Ooh, nice. I believe that was the 6P starter. A little covered up there by the noise.
Ooh, counter hit 2S out of the corner. This gets a lot of blood back for Hotashi. And more importantly, a lot of screen space, right? We're about to build up to 50. Just keeping yourself at that level 2 with the Fukio.
RC corner carry right back at you. Lava Assault to get our hard knockdown.
Yep. Ooh, jump on over. It's the cross-up, but Hotashi finds the block. YRC into the low Beyblade. Oh. Spooky try and hold the ground with the 2S.
All right, jump back. Able to get the opposite side here. And what a drift to call out the throw attempt. No reversal for Hotashi, so Marvelo going to take a round.
That was scary. You were stuck at the sliver of health. Any big hit could have done. Now we're tied up here. Just ducking right under the 2H and Hotashi immediately committing to burst.
The damage. Oh man, the Twitter clips go wild. The 2S starter closed the gap with the Fukio forward.
Oh my god, the triple jump. Just trying to avoid any anti-air. Hotashi playing patient on the ground here. Now, chip damage is a factor. DP for the overhead. The tap catches you out. And Marvelo falls for that first game.
You got to come down sometime, right? And that's all that Hotashi did. Stand right in the corner. Just, you have to come down eventually.
Yep. And I'm seeing in the chat as well. I know Hotashi, you know, big L-Felt representative in Exerd. And someone are asking, oh, is Hotashi committing to the L-Felt in Strive? You know, especially against this Chipp matchup. I feel like a lot of the big consensus is, yes, L-Felt has some pretty good offense once she gets started, but if you're against the character with a DP, her main source of mix and offense, that Rekka, you know, once you're just mashing the DP, the risk reward just goes so much in the opponent's favor that I think Hotashi is just so much more comfortable on the Nago for this.
Oh, absolutely. That's the deal breaker right there for L-Felt, right? Trying to get that Rekka pressure because it's so quickly called out. But yeah, going back to Nagoriyuki, who has a DP of their own, right? Like, this is great neutral pressure presence from Hotashi with the jump in with Marvelo. And again, the patience from Hotashi does pay off quite a bit because we're definitely chipping away at health. But these jump ins for free from Marvelo. Wait a minute.
Ain't no way we did the same jump in 3 times. Hotashi said, surely Marvelo will represent a different option this time. No. We're going to do it until you make your way on out of here. YRC for the force pop.
Yeah. That is tough because Hotashi was trying to bank it on Chipp victory, or at least call out Marvelo opening up. But great awareness from Marvelo to go for YRC to get the space, recognizing the resource situation for Hotashi.
Ooh, big counter hit 2D. Just going to go for the OTG cross up here. Instead, Alpha Blade puts you back into the corner. Tap on the head with the overhead, but no, doesn't find the mark. 5H for the whip punish.
Ooh, all right,
I like the JD for install. Ooh, not a pickup with the 5K though.
Oh, slowing down time here. Able to call out the burst with another PRC. Game apiece.
Yeah, you had to use that burst eventually, right? Even Nagoriyuki, one of the highest HP and defense characters in the game, he too bleeds. So it's like, what are you going to do? Are you going to hard commit to thinking that Marvelo hard baits this? Especially when he has 50 meter, he can just checkmate you off of it anyway. So had to try, but now we're tied up 1-1.
Yeah, it's interesting to see the back and forth between these two because it is great patience from Hotashi and just so explosive when we do get the connection. Marvelo trying to do the Chipp game of just, I lock it down, I try to get these whip punishes, I try to temper my opponent's expectations, open them up with some pretty crazy mix. But this consistent pressure from Marvelo is a great start. Nice, just barely out of range of Hotashi here to get this wall splat. The damage alone because of the blood gauge that we're at. That's great for Chipp here.
Yeah, exactly. Level 2 is so good when you're able to hold that neutral control and use a lot of those long-range normals, but when Chipp is already in your face, having longer range on your normals is not a benefit that's worth taking so much more damage.
Block 6P. Tried to go for the air throw situation, but Marvelo was already way down to the ground by that point.
We had the meter for it, looking for the Chipp there. Sushi, Sukiyaki, Bonsai, the whole all-you-can-eat, looking K barbecue. All right. Hotashi finds the 6H for the soft knockdown.
Beyblade, let it rip out. Okay, great 2K pickups, but missed the 2S. Oh my god.
Hard baiting with the jump still. Fukio Beyblade catches you out with a full screen low. There's not a lot of blood left for Hotashi though. You gotta rely on 2S 5H.
There's not a lot of health left for Marvelo either.
RC just to make sure it sticks, and that's Marvelo putting a second game on the board.
2-1 lead. Great consistency from Marvelo.
Yeah, really just keeping the pressure on. Even when Hotashi is able to find the burst at relatively low blood situations, yeah, you have Fukio Beyblade to catch it out with a really far, almost full screen low, but especially when you've used a lot of blood before that, you're not able to continue the combo into something big. And especially if Marvelo has his own counter burst of it.
Ooh.
That's great. I did not think we were looking for the Bridget here, but I guess because the Nago has been consistently outmaneuvered by Marvelo, we got to go for something that has its own air mobility as well. So Hotashi pulling out the Bridget.
Yeah, we'll see. We already got the yo-yo sense, so this will hit on recall.
Yep. Ooh. Didn't combo though, so had to use the burst after the scramble.
Another one. Yeah, Hotashi opting time and time again to continue that block pressure by going for send yo-yo every single time, just being a recall that hits instead of the outgoing hit.
Yep.
Makes pushback just like clockwork again. Ooh.
Yeah, I like the use of the recall here. Not only does it keep you kind of squirrely with the air stalls, but it also makes it so some of these air strings, right, where normally you're not able to get it confirmed, does at least keep the pressure on even if it doesn't get you a full combo.
Yes. Watch your back, 5K. Oh. Gotta stand heavy. Big follow-up here from Marvelo, and able to block the jump 2K, and the DP does get this opportunity for Hotashi. Red RC overhead.
Yeah, I like the attempt on the roll air style, trying to charge it up, but eventually the hurt box, because the 5H on Chipp was so active, still caught you out. Hotashi still able to put a round on the board here, though I think the Bridget switch is doing dividends, but still strong round number 2 for Marvelo.
Oh, trying to chase down DP to call it out.
Ooh. Big
Marvelo.
J8 here.
Yeah, Marvelo's getting so many of those jump-ins. They're being unanswered. Nice back throw. But a ton of 2H will work out.
Yeah, had to BRC just to make sure that you had the safe jump roll available. It's gonna be wild assault for the hard knockdown Marvelo. About to add 50% for the DBRC, but no, instead throw RC brings us to one touch. The scooter killed you because it has the hitbox on the Gamma Blade. Hotashi ties it up.
That is crazy. Plus, you take that extra damage on the Gamma Blade anyways, right? If you hit the clone, so that's...
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, that is risky. Throwing out the Gamma Blade, especially at that far of a distance, when it's meaty, it's a lot less of a risk, right? Because, oh, okay, maybe they can DP, whatever, like I take a little bit of damage. But especially at that one touch, knowing that the Gamma Blade could lead to your doom, sometimes you gotta take that risk, but Hotashi ready to counter.
All tied up, 2 nice 5P. Try to get a pickup there. A bit too far.
All right, backdash far slash. Trying to look for one of these space-down moves to catch you out, but instead Marvelo taking to the skies, sees that you're looking for those grounded buttons, says, no, 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 you can't be throwing those out willy-nilly.
Strong lead for Marvelo here to turn it around.
Funky Messai just doing a grip. Bridget, not a lot of health to go, and empty low off of the RC puts Hotashi at one touch.
The PRC delay, that does open up an opportunity for Hotashi to try to jump out, but Marvelo still covering the option.
Yeah, definitely lucky that Hotashi was so low on the health there, because I don't think he would have been able to get anything off of that that cross-up air dash JH. Still, Marvelo set point right now, getting tapped on the dome with the yo-yo.
Oh, wow. The first send-out yo-yo working for Hotashi. Normally, they've all been the recall yo-yos.
Yeah. So one of the things about, both of those yo-yos, of course, the recall one does come back out after a set amount of time, but the one that has a hitbox on the way out actually stays out on the screen longer. So I wonder if Hotashi is now opting to it both to try and put out a hitbox in neutral and also be a little bit more squirrely with the movement.
Ooh. No escape. There's a yo-yo in the space of trying to jump out. I think that was a DP startup that still got shut down by it.
Yep. Game 5, last round, the double Luigi action here. Hotashi up on the burst, but screen positioning looking so rough. How are you going to use the burst to try and get out of here? Or do you just try and rely on your own defense? No!
Simply 5H. We saw Marvelo doing that earlier in the bracket where they were just committing the 5H as the button to open up the opponent. Blocks DP. This is a game for Marvelo's 3-1 victory here.
Yeah, you bet your life, you bet the farm.
Yeah, I mean, still damage output is not lost here for Sin Kiske. The pressure, especially with Elk Hunt, is going to be interesting to see. but you got to get Millia locked down. And I think, honestly, Sin has a lot of great tools to do that outside of just DP. I mean, we're talking 5P pressure, or 5P anti-air is a great call. Beat driver, of course, being that classic anti-air.
Yep. Okay. Running for the throw. That's a lot of meter, a lot of stamina for UMISHO with your back up against the wall. Tried to bait out the burst, but no. Instead, Walter just lets it rock. Run up DP, Tyrant Barrel. Somehow you're still staying alive.
Close slash. Another elk hunt. Yeah, I mean, there's little to no hope right there. The beak driver just going to chip away what's left of your health.
Yep.
UMISHO taking that first round.
Backdash beak driver. No, doesn't find its mark. Walter instead takes the disguise to whip punish.
Quick defense, but opens up here. Got hair card going to carry over to the corner. PRC, you missed the damage on the throw, and you don't have the meter for the overdrive, so we're just buffering our buttons just in case.
Follow up, no stamina to your name, so you gotta go for the specialist routes. No, 2S into the RC, but it's too far for you to get an extension.
Jeez. There's your burst. UMISHO confident they can close it out, but the 2S starter. Walter can grab a shatter here. Yo, we charge in the dust for the damage.
Even though you knew it would kill, Walter just making sure that you know, yeah, I'm optimal, even though I know that I got the tournament combos on deck. Yeah, but that's going to be /5H getting caught out with a DP. Pull up for the double close /2. UMISHO just pouring on the damage.
The 6P attempt, no DP hitting the mark. Capel does get blocked. Great defense from UMISHO, not getting left righted here despite everyone else getting called out by it. Looking at a Tyrant Barrel.
Ooh. All right, the burst for one last go. Walter, how are you supposed to bring this back? You gotta cook, but there's a lot to go through in the kitchen right now. Beak driver just barely avoided with the dash jump. Take up the H.
Here, I mean, UMISHO just needs a single hit. It's gonna be hard for Millia to lock down Sin, but this is a start, right? You got the hard knockdown. Capel, of course. DP in the singular gap that you left in your pressure. You thought you were going to run up throw? Fat chance.
Damn. And I like the use of the run up 2K to low profile, right? UMISHO was looking for the 5P on the approach, but instead got caught out for it. Still able to survive with the DP on wake up, but I like the options that we're seeing from Walter even at the 1 HP. You still got to be brave with it.
Yes. Be brave. The motto of TNS, you know?
Exactly. Color 11 Sin, Seijan the Gene Enjoyer. A double far slash coming out here, but it's a big counter hit 2D. Lust Shaker doesn't give you a lot of damage, but now UMISHO stuck up against the wall, and again lets the DP rock.
Does get the follow up there, so we got a little bit of distance. Not going to quite get punished. The follow up does connect on Walter, not significantly though, but that stops Walter in their tracks and misses out on the punish opportunity. Good job, H.
Waiting it out. That delay air dash JH right on the dome. UMISHO, no burst to her name. Decent amount of stamina here, looking for the 50 to come up, and Walter said, no, I'm good. Ooh.
Yeah, you know that elk hunt is coming up sometime, right? It's either elk hunt or dash up beak driver, both being very scary here. And even giving Walter a bit of pause to try to make this approach. Dash up 2K gonna get challenged by far slash.
Using all the stamina in the world for the Gazelle Step to make sure that you're in range for the meaty. Dashes out, but still Walter living on a pixel. As much health you try and overcome here. Do we see the deflect shield? Wow. No, gets tapped on the dome. Hoof stomp.
Yeah. Wow, that's
running for close time. That's bold. For a character with that defense, that health, you're a strong-willed man, Walter.
Right, like especially considering how UMISHO has been pretty aggressive with slash. Like that was definitely, I'm frustrated run-up. I almost feel like. You know, Capel to get the extra aerial movement. Yeah.
Yep. Taking to the skies. No air throw attempt from either of them. They're both scared of, whipping in front of each other's face and getting counter hit with a stray JS. So then passing by like ships in the night, gets caught out with the DP in your gap. There we go. Beak driver to keep you locked down. Tries to take to the skies, but counter hit DP. UMISHO just letting the 6-2-3 rock.
It looks like he jumped on the 6P with the compel. That's funny. But yeah, the side swap, unfortunate position here for Walter, especially considering the life lead that UMISHO has. A spot that Walter has been in before, time and time again throughout the set. And UMISHO just so difficult to open up.
On the other side, got the safe jump JH, but the Chipp seals it out. UMISHO runs away with it.
Yeah, every single time it's been the exact same scenario where Walter is a single touch away from death, and UMISHO just cannot be opened up right now by Walter. Just no matter what mix is applied, and I feel like that just dismantles a lot of Walter's offensive, like just motivation in this matchup, which is probably why we saw the run up, because everything else in your game plan is just not working. So you get frustrated, abandon all hope, and just go for dash up. Go crazy, see what works, and that's terrifying to do with Millia.
Yeah, go crazy, go stupid. And again, it's one of those risks that, okay, what do you get off of it? Maybe you catch a backdash with close slash, bring them over to the corner. But if you get swung on with it, especially in the startup of your close slash, it's a lot of damage taken, especially against Sin here. Already down 50% off a couple stray hits.
Bar slash, not quite finding the mark. That is quite the DP from UMISHO. And they're definitely going to get this elf punt into the Tyrant barrel.
Yeah, I mean, DP is just such a loaded option for Sin, especially when you have that 50 behind you, right? Oh, baits out the burst too. You can DP, and then if you're wrong, you can do DPRC, or DP into the super, and now you have wall break, so much damage, especially the corner carry as well, even if you're mid-screen. The triple 6P saying, Walter, don't you dare take to the skies.
Yeah, please don't. Nice corner carry here, hair cart, and just the damage difference between these two. Just at least the shatter gave you a little extra chunk right there, but you're gonna see UMISHO here potentially in just a moment. And that big counter hit starter, already just 2 hits is all we needed to get the equivalent of what Walter had done to UMISHO.
UMISHO just ran full screen, full 400-meter sprint right now. 100-meter on both sides, though. Let's see who can make the most of it. 2S into the one-hit confirm, and it still reaches from downtown for the hard knockdown. Guess for game, Walter. That's how it goes. The little leggy. 2K closes it out after so many explosive hits, not with a bang.
So, yeah, still keeping that momentum. Of course, Jack, we did see last week as well with the Happy Chaos, still putting in that work. Tough to keep up with.
Duel 1.
Yeah, exactly. This is going to be an interesting matchup here going into it, right? You know, normally you don't want to bring a sword to a gunfight, but I feel like Ramlethal, one of the characters most equipped to try and make your way up on the Happy Chaos, right? A decent amount of nerfs with the concentration, with the focus, that makes the resource situation a lot more complex on, you know, the decision-making on what you want to try and refill. But SQ just trying to keep the pressure on. Haven't even seen any spend of those resources because Jack hasn't had an opportunity to fire the gun.
Oh, jeez. Well, there's yours right there. The jump slash, able to hit. Yo, the taco, of course! Tough to deal with. That's been the curse tonight. Is left rights, and SQ able to block them. Nice roll through. The roll through not going to be able to get challenged.
Drop and roll in case of emergency, and the emergency is there being no bullets in the chamber. You got a single one, but just the attempt to try and reload lost you enough tempo that SQ swings out with the 5H, and the counter hit closes it out.
Yeah, it's been interesting because Jack kind of plays fast and loose with resources, but teetering on the edge of lost concentration time and time again. We saw that a lot last week where a lot of times Jack would have to try to participate without concentration, not really opting for Brain Blast Super, concentration on wall splats usually. Man, nice throw. 5K, no dash back here for SQ. She's in trouble on this corner.
Blocks the tap dust, trying to hold on in this corner, waiting for the 50 to come back up to fight on out with the PRC wire, see anything, but no, instead jumps out a little bit early, and Jack brings you back down to earth.
Daro series, I mean, SQ could certainly catch up. He needs to build up a meter, though. I mean, that touch and pulse is still cranked out. There we go, tap dust. At first, definitely want to spend it here because you're going to carry off into the next round. SQ, she's still looking really good in the next round here. Has burst essentially right as the round starts, and there it is.
Curse, double jump over to try and catch you out, dashing under. caught out with a little bit, but instead SQ opts to use the burst, tries to 5k Daro through the clone, but Jack already had the 2S waiting behind, and FGC Mello had the tier 1, the 25 months for the support. Thank you. Sword pressure down in the corner here. Run up for the 2S to try and keep you locked down. No burst on either side, but Jack about to build up the 50.
What? Ooh. All right, nice jump P, 2P pickup. Deus Ex Machina. Even the Year Edition almost shattered.
All the DLC, all the damage, and all the bullets left in the chamber here.
Wow.
I like the use of the shots so that you didn't have to commit to anything in particular with the curse on. Wait out to see what they did with the burst, and that's the tap dust to seal out game number 1.
That's something you might not look out for there in that interaction in particular. If you notice, Jack only had 1 bullet in the chamber. Of course, tap dust gunshot is usually the go-to for Happy Chaos. So potentially SQ might have betted all that. Tap dust is not the interaction that we're going to see next because there's no safety necessarily behind it without putting Jack at risk. Like, it's interesting to see Jack's decision on when to spend those resources, because if we got hit, of course, we're pulling the trigger, right? But we were still a touch away in that corner.
Had a decent amount of resources to rock with even after the BRC. Now game number 2, immediately using the burst to try and get this corner situation started. That first game, we saw SQ run away with the first round where she was able to get a hit into Wild Assault, into being cornered, and then wasn't able to use any of the resources. But now speaking of beautiful use of the bait, BRC down JS every time.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that was a down drift. I didn't see the after image, so it might have just been a regular fast BRC.
Yeah.
But there we go, windshield wipers, chunk of damage.
Quite a bit lost, opting to use the BRC to try and win this round side interaction. Double whiff! Yep, BRC for the full counter hit, close slash. The high knees put a round on the board for Jack.
That is unfortunate because, you know, SQ opting for a tech, and she was right, but Jack was just a step away from the throw.
Up, H sword again, trying to see if you jump out. Finally makes it out. Still locked down, the whiff punish on the 2. SQ, perfect spacing there to avoid the gun whip. It's gonna be a big gamma beam for your troubles.
Good round here for SQ. Tied things up at the very least in rounds. Survive just a little bit just to get that meter back anyways and burst, but we spent it on Wild Assault. And that's one thing that SQ generally tends to do anyways. I can't believe the explosion caught the curse. Wow, that's unfortunate.
That's what I'm saying. I was still stun locked for the Calvados killing, and then the sword explosion caught out the curse. You know, we're seeing a lot of interactions of all time here. Tried to whiff punish, but instead, I think Jack is now looking for the 5K, knows that SQ is trying to stay right out of range of some of these slower whiff punishable buttons, but the BRC still gets you caught out there.
Pressure, and notice the Daro series to get ever closer to the sword just so we can recover that faster. Goodness. Yeah, it's very interesting to see the routing is so purposeful for SQ. She's setting out sword, and despite being too far away for it and you don't want to wait for the recovery, you want it back for that additional damage on super potential and just, you know, return for your long range normal. She will opt to pull rocks so the opponent comes closer, and she can go right into Daro series after and carry right back to that sword position to build back up. And that's just little things that help her game so much in those corner positions.
Yeah, I think one of the funniest things that I had seen from SQ was when she labbed out a route that had actually, you know, built up more meter by doing a side swap out of the corner and then back in. And then this was after a new patch, and she was like, yeah, we could have done this in the previous versions, but because, you know, XYZ move was so good, I literally just never thought of it until now. So sometimes you have to take tools away for the players to optimize even better than they were before, but all right, no burst on either side. That's one tool we don't have to worry about, but still gets caught out with a cross through.
Come on. Get Deus Ex Machina for your shatter.
Yep. Still waiting for the focus to come back up, but with positive bonus, just trying to block string until we get the 50 for the super focus.
Oh, wait, huh?
Yep, 6P through the sword slash. SQ is probably confused too. If Jack was really looking for 6P, PRC for the slowdown to get the whiff punish through it, intentionally, like from the jump, you're nasty with it. I gotta be 100%.
I don't even know about all that. I think Happy Chaos was just too skinny for that sword to hit. That's what it was.
Maybe, but
a little bit malnourished here.
That's what I'm saying. Skinny Legend, but Skinny Legend stuck in the corner here. You gotta bulk up if you're trying to get your way back on out, but the only thing looking big here is the damage from SQ as we route into the Gamma Beam.
All right, let's see what we do with this. Of course, this helps out to get another 50% tension. Not gonna burst here, so full send on resources, and again, not wild assaulting. It's a resource save by this point in the interaction here. Tied up in rounds, SQ still needs a bit more time to get her burst back.
Wow. Low, scared of the tap dust, yeah. Get some focus back here before we go to Deus Ex. All the bullets in the chamber. Focus buff, post hard knockdown. SQ, you gotta guess for game with this 50%.
Delayed 2P. Potentially could have blocked the burst, and I think that's what we were fishing for with 2P anyways, just to quick recover and just open up by the third one, because we were trying to force out the burst from SQ. But yeah, Jack taking the final shot in game 3. 2-1 lead.
Yeah, I like the use of the curse and then taking to the skies instead. SQ was trying to brawl on the ground, you know, go button to button with the far slashes, but instead, because Jack had the curse on, you only needed one shot. You were like, okay, I'm so ahead on the resources, even if I whiff 3 shots because somehow you're squirrely with the movement, I'm still ahead and you're still scrambling to get this hit.
Yes.
Game number 4 here. Big whiff on the 2S, but SQ just trying to maintain the spacing.
Slash, try to go for heavy slash, immediate follow-up, but full stop is SQ, and the roll through allows for Jack to get the corner position, but back to neutral we go thanks to the burst. Lockdown, nice.
We're seeing a lot of the run-up into backdash for SQ, not just to try and bait out, you know, a gunshot or anything, but I think specifically looking for the far slash and the 2S, which Jack has been using a lot to try and hold that space, but still SQ able to walk you, or run you down to the corner rather, and now running your way back up to another 50 meter in the bank should be able to kill.
Commit to that Daro, Mortal Bato for the finish. Yeah, I think that's a great call, because honestly, you're still within an optimal range for Ramlethal when you do that, especially in those corners. That's all the better advantage for you. Plus, you're going in to pick up your sword anyway to get back out before the opponent recovers.
Does curse increase damage taken or give HT more advantage? Nope, it just makes the reticle lock on faster, which is going to be so huge here, right? You're trying to lock down SQ as fast as possible in this corner. That's going to be a tap dust to open you up here. It's not going to kill, even with the Deus Ex Machina, but we're so ahead on the resources.
Oh, Bossy Joe with the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so very much.
Damn. Thank you very much for the generosity. If you guys got any of that, make sure to say thank you. SQ saying, how do I get out of this corner? But again, the tap dust puts the perfect on the side of Jack. Now we're on set point in winners semis.
Yeah, even on resources for both sides. But this might be a last shot opportunity for winner's side for SQ. Let's make this turnaround here. This is a good start. Bursting. All right, this is your advantage here. PRC at the sword toss. The gun has no opportunity to fire. SQ quicker on the draw.
The roll, it's an emergency for Jack. No meter in the bank to your you know, to your credit. All you have is the FD available. Not gonna build up the 50 anytime soon, so you just gotta hold this one out.
Get into the wall. Not quite getting the shatter that we're looking for, but this will do.
And a counter perfect for SQ ties it up. I like that we saw the deflect shield from Jack trying to look for a whiff punish or something, but when SQ stopped her pressure, I think Jack in that moment hesitated just a little bit. I think you might have been able to run up for the 2S and get your pressure started, but once SQ just waited on the side, I think you were preemptively scared of her looking for the whiff punish, right? Didn't take your turn, got pushed back to the corner, and now with no resources, we're heading into game number 5.
All right, this is do or die for both players.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Yeah, the back and forth between these two. Oh, what a 5K interrupt. Stopping that approach here. Has Rock pull back again. Nice 6P.
Shot out of the sky. Still no curse. No focus. Or barely any, rather, for Jack. Yeah, so you can't continue the steady aim.
Okay. Got the draw to continue pressure again.
Yep. Brings off the gun with 50% in the bank. Looking for a 2S to cancel into focus, but no, instead just gonna thug it out.
Yeah, like I was calling earlier, Jack willing to kind of run through these resources and just able to continue pressure generally in the corner without gunshot to boot. But when you're down both resources, that is devastating for Happy Chaos. And one bullet is generally all that Happy Chaos can really need. But back with no concentration and a fully stocked Ramlethal, that spells trouble.
Ooh, we saw the RC there, but instead of going for the reload on block, just tries to wait out for any, you know, defensive option from SQ. Instead, she fights back. The Mortabato puts her on set point.
One thing to call out is that Jack wanted to go for the throw right there just so we could get that reload opportunity. That guarantees the knockdown. See, like right here, we got one. And SQ definitely waiting for it because there's not a threat to SQ at that point in time because she had the life lead anyways. Now we're on a different foot. Life lead in favor of Jack. Immediate burst. We want the space.
Punch on through. Close slash. Damn! Far ass whiffs right in front of your face. SQ goes for the whiff punish, but PRC2S keeps you honest. No, instead opts to keep the corner because the shatter wouldn't kill, but this one will. We're on high knees to the final round.
That was a great 6P call out in that corner position from Jack. The 2S Wild Assault. This is a big start for SQ. She generally opts for this just to get the positive bonus and reset pressure once again.
She's fine for breaking the wall. She just wants to get that positive bonus, knows that she can walk you down into the corner with so many of these strong Ramlethal buttons. Now you're getting opened up once again. Refresh the positive and with a hard knockdown for it too.
SQ just very consistent at pressuring in these corner situations. Had there been 50% tension, she would have done that again.
Yep. Ooh. Finally gets a steady aim. What are you going to make of it, though? Yeah, 50%, but are you going to use it for Deus Ex, save it for an RC mix-up, or do you have to refill that focus?
Yeah, I mean, that burst, I guarantee SQ would have preferred to have, like, in the previous patch, when burst meter would have built faster, she would have got that Wild Assault strip. Nice neutral jump, gold burst. Only positive bonus situation here.
Run up with the shots. No, backdash on the throw.
Yeah, too far to get that whiff punish, but gunshot is going to be very difficult. The PRC throw. What a roll here from Jack. Got the pickup with gunshots to carry. You have Deus Ex. You want to get to the corner here just for this moment.
Stop, drop, and roll. Fire all the shots in the bank. That is Jack bringing it back 3-2 to move on to winners finals.
Exceptional to watch. And the corner pressure from UMISHO is also going to be exceptional to watch, but can you pin down Marvelo on Chipp?
That's the question, right? Sin, definitely one of these heavy hitters that has a lot of access to offense, you know, able to cover a decent amount of the screen, but Chipp is just so fast, staying right outside of the range of that DP. Counter hit 5H. UMISHO says, I'm not trying to hold that damage.
Yeah, definitely not, because that's another DP right after. Stagger pressure again after RC. We're out of dodge. The jump.
Get some food on the plate there. Make sure we got a snack for the way over. Tyrant Barrel should be able to kill. Clean hit.
Yeah. I mean, my goodness, the get away from me with the jump heavy slash there from Sin. Good jump in.
JH, no attempted check from UMISHO, just waiting it on out, but we have let the DPs rock this entire night.
Yeah, I mean, UMISHO has not been one to shy away from DP opportunities. We've seen it before on Soul. It's no doubt that we're going to see it here with Sin. 5P anti-air pickup. Marvelo should be able to get a shatter and will. Okay. Thought we'd opt for early shatter, but I guess we want to, you know, make sure damage mitigation doesn't get taken away here.
Yep. IB on the JH, still locked in the corner here. Gamma Blade for the reset. Keep your turn going. RC off of the overheads. No, but UMISHO just holds all of it, says, I'm building meter. I'm letting the DP rock, and finally, Marvelo finds the crack. Go.
It's so interesting to see Marvelo swap back and forth between I'm going to do dash up 6P or I'm going to dash up heavy slash. This time dash 2K, but that is the classic for Chipp. Good just guard. 5P able to come out in time for a punish.
Geek driver into no cancel. Marvelo looking for the punish 5P at that range. Keeps you locked down here, but counter hit close ass. There we go.
Nice. Wow, DP.
Geek driver from half screen breaks the wall. I was gonna be I was gonna be flabbergasted if it kills, I'll tell you what, but blocks the hoof stomp. RC after the pressure gives you enough time to react to the YRC, and UMISHO takes the first game.
Yeah, that was a crazy overdrive opportunity in that corner. I thought it was killing for sure. And
Yeah.
it was going to be a heartbreaker at that kill. It just, man, you got guilty gear. That's unfortunate.
That's what I was emotionally ready for my jaw to drop and be like, damn, that's just how it goes out here for Chipp. Still a decent amount of guts, but even so, after guessing for game on a hard knockdown, it is an uphill battle against UMISHO.
Right. All right, well, strong lead. What do you do to try to stop UMISHO from DP? That's the scary thing. Because UMISHO, she's been put in situations time and time again where she should kind of be concerned about that pressure from Marvelo, but knowing that a single DP can go such a long way against Chipp, I guess adds additional bravery for your wake-up opportunities.
Yep. Trying to be brave with the Rekkas now. Putting in some delays, even though we've seen UMISHO, just like we're seeing right now, represent the DP, just trying to get out of the offense any single time that you can. But now we're seeing the delays from Marvelo, trying to bait out a lot of these DPs with bigger gaps. Yeah, oh no! Oh yeah. Never mind.
That could have been bad. Very bad. I love the fact that Marvelo is just ready to reversal 5P. Pick up.
I get the hard knockdown once again with the Uzumaki Barrage.
I swear he says Christy Yamaguchi every time.
Zero, I feel like even before the stream, you were like, you know, he says White Claw, the lyrics to the song. I'm like, there's some things I can't unhear right now, but man, still able to make your way out of the pressure here. I wonder if we would have gone for the explosion there, or if it would have whiffed, even with the barely any meter there for the wall break, but instead, no, it's a whiff on the Wild Assault too.
Yo, fastest 5P in the game, fastest button in the game. Let me put some respect on that button here. Chipp able to interrupt the approach from UMISHO. Go for a couple 2S's, but you can't dash away from 5K. Great pickup off Alpha Blade.
Can't escape the President Ninja. Marvelo ties it up here 1-1.
That's the power of being a ninja. Why wouldn't Sin want to be a ninja? I would think Sin, the 5-year-old that he is, wants to be a ninja.
I mean, he's got the eye patch on, so I feel like there's a crucial decision you make as an elementary schooler, and it's ninjas versus pirates. I think he's on the pirate side, but I think now he's seeing the strength of the other faction. As we're tied up 1-1 here, heading into game number 3, trying to pull ahead here to make your way to winners finals.
Can't believe Sin's dad forced that pirate hood upon him.
Go home and be a family ninja, yeah?
He poked his eye out is what he did.
There we go.
Nice.
Poking out the life from Marvelo, already 50% down off of the wall break. UMISHO waiting for that meter to come back up.
Go up 2D. Nice. Just you can't get away from it. And able to cancel and to ride the lightning to get a full carry. Not quite getting this corner shatter.
Yeah, just keeping you locked down in the corner. But no, Marvelo's got a DP of his own. Fights his way back out here. Lots of health to make your way through on Sin, but are you going to go for some cheeky cross-up mix-up situations? No, the burst finally gets built back up. No burst on either side. It doesn't connect into the 6H. Oh, brother.
Yeah, it's a very cautious dash up there. Marvelo able to open up with that 2K overdrive. Yep. Yeah, UMISHO threatening with 2S. That's a full stop, right? You don't want to get caught by Beat Driver either. I can't believe no DP. UMISHO, wait a minute.
Not gonna let it rock, I guess. Sometimes, you know, you gotta represent that you can hold that down back, but I was also expecting the DP because you know that if you were right, it would have killed Marvelo.
Yeah.
Instead. All right, still getting hit here. This is another positive bonus Chipp situation.
But again, despite being full screen, Chipp is able to cover ground so quickly. And there it is. Yeah, see, that's what we're worried about. You saw that small approach from Marvelo earlier because we're worried about that draw from 2S there.
Yep. Yeah, the negative penalty warning, I feel like I have never seen that on Sin, right? But now that Marvelo playing super aggressive, I feel like UMISHO trying to slow down the pace, right? Not trying to be as aggressive as before. Playing a lot more keep away with the 2S, the far slash as well, but still caught out with a counter hit 5H on the way down.
Dashes, no escape. The 5K corner pickup, but dropped a little bit early. Could have been a shatter route. That's all right. Marvelo's still in this. Retreating just briefly to dash in, get the 2K opener.
Yep. Ooh. Second game on the board here for Marvelo. Just needs one more to move on to winners finals. UMISHO playing a little bit slower, but it seems like Marvelo running away with a lot of these rounds. I wonder what we're going to do, because sometimes UMISHO is able to get the counter hit on the approach, right? We see the whiff punish coming out there, oh, the extended hurt box, and then we laugh about it for a second, and then realize UMISHO might not be able to or isn't ready for each of those confirms once they finally come up. But I don't know if we're going to stick to this more laid-back playstyle, or if UMISHO is going to go buck wild going into game number 4 and pull up with 200% aggression.
We shall see. Nice 2S start. Immediate burst is no. And again, we send it right back the exact same way. And already, look at the life lead for it. Oh my god. All right, I know that UMISHO has been ripping DP like that, but that doesn't mean Marvelo, you have to, okay? You don't have to prove anything. You've been whip punishing like crazy. To go for a DP like that, that's a bit much.
Exactly. Marvelo, if your friend's DP off a cliff, are you going to do it too? If you bait the burst, are you going to cash out on some damage? Yes, indeed. With the double 6H routing here, lots of meter on your side too.
5Ks and get the pickup. This is the route that Marvelo was looking for. Another positive bonus build.
There we go, jump on in. JH save jump. Didn't want to let the DP rock even with the 50 to try and escape, and it's a perfect for Marvelo, putting him on set point.
I got killed for DPing. That's all right. I'll kill you just as perfect.
Keep the gameplay clean right now. FD to try and push UMISHO out. That's a double backdash. And now we're just letting the 2S rock, right? Try and approach, and then catching out the patience from Marvelo with running up.
Dagger, nice 5K call. Not going to find the mark, but we are trying to catch an anti-hero special hero, either Beak Driver or even L-Cut with the trip guard. Yeah, you can't 5P quite yet. Nice dive kick, though.
DPRC into the 5P. I wonder if we were trying to bait out a throw tech from Marvelo, but instead holds on strong, waits till after, gets the counter hit, but still, precarious position. Gets caught out into the RC! L-Cut brings us to game number 5.
Just, you can't, there's nothing in this world that could prepare you for what UMISHO is wanting to do in a neutral situation at any given moment. She will just pull the trigger.
And I feel like we haven't seen L-Cut in quite some time, right?
Yeah.
Maybe those previous 2 games was just UMISHO being like, you know me, I'm a patient, reactive player, sitting at the full screen. I would never aggress. And then pulls up with a Barre L-Cut to get her way out of the corner and seal the game out. So you know what? It's the switch in the play styles. Now that you're comfy in this layer, let's turn it back up. Now I have the momentum going into game 5. What can you bring here, Marvelo?
Well, that's a strong start. Got our positive bonus, especially after spending so much burst meter.
No stamina behind it. Didn't want to RC. Marvelo did not want to get frame trap there. That's a YRC to safely make your way out of the corner.
Looking a little hungry right there. Jesus!
You had time to DP. I thought you were still caught in the backdash after the BRC, but UMISHO said, let me let the 623 rock. Dial it in.
Can't stop UMISHO from DPing. That's just okay. Hoof stomp.
Now she's got the Hawk Baker on speed dial, bro. This is crazy. Ooh, trying to get you out with a cheeky low. It's not going to work a second time on Marvelo, though. 50% for UMISHO. Careful of the Chipp. Ooh. Blocked the overhead, but needed the FD behind it.
Oh. All right, at least got the cross up, calling out that 2S startup from UMISHO here.
Yep.
Wild Assault to push the corner. Back.
Nice pick up. Damn! My fault. I get it. You want to be on East Coast so bad. I understand. There we go. Tyrant Barrel. Clean hit. Takes a clean chunk of Marvelo's HP. Now your guess for game. Oh, triple 2S. Instead takes the sky.
Wait. Got that Alpha Blade. Not quite getting the set. No. Unfortunate. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. UMISHO was able to get the DP there. I mean, she's seen that setup enough. We've all seen that setup of being able to dash through, and you're not sure when the opponent pulls that trigger. The defensive opportunities for Leo here in this matchup alone doesn't, like, left-right is out the window. You're trying to bait out a flash kick potentially and be on the opposite side of where it already started up, but that's the thing. MFCR is going to let it rip either instantaneously or you're going to be too little too late to do anything about it. Nice throw. What a bat. Cross through again.
Damn it, that is a crazy answer to the Capel, right? Walter just going in for the empty jump, seeing if we're going to bait out a DP, but MFCR already one layer ahead. I was going to talk about 5P as a really good anti-air for Leo, but instead, MFCR just skipping a layer 2. We're in the tiramisu mix already, and it's like you said earlier, right? As we head into top 8, these players have run into each other so many times that they already kind of know where they're starting out with on the Yomi. MFCR, strong perfect to start it off.
Nice dash there to get it out of the dangerous space of Slash from Millia. Dash up 2K, got the pickup at the Flash with the hard knockdown. Ooh.
That's the cross up. No, but you couldn't get the extra dash. A little greedy there, and Walter, again, really good at placing the Abare 2Ps to make sure their opponent is more honest on their pressure, not going for these greedy resets.
And that's like what I was talking about there. I don't have to worry about the aerial superiority of Millia if I'm always charging a Flash. Like that's the end of the story there. You have a limited amount of time you can be in the air, and when you're in the air, you better hope that you're keeping me in block stun the entire time.
Exactly. And it's scary to try and bait out that DP because even in that first interaction, we saw empty Capel to try and bait out the DP immediately.
Right.
Instead, MFCR showed back throw, and then Walter's like, oh man, you know, either it's lose con if he gets DP, you know, anti-air HDP into back turn, or it's lose con if we get throw into back turn either way. So how am I going to try and switch that up going into game number 2?
Far slash, and that's that 5K, right? I lost ground because he pushed me with far slash. I'm right back in with 5K.
And a full risk meter already cranked.
Oh my gosh.
Not the force counter hit just yet, but Walter taking a lot of damage just off a couple hits.
Good block, actually. Canceling out of the back turn stance, was able to block that. Right? Little hair card pickup in the corner. Big opportunity for Walter, and certainly will take advantage of it with the Wild Assault. Saves the meter, which is great because we're trying to be able to have resources to YRC out of bad situations, or even RC if some of our block strings do get blocked.
Ooh, and PRC, even if we have the 2D that misses, Walter takes to the skies, but off of the slowdown, MFCR brings you back down to earth. Again, 2B to catch you right out of there. Doesn't want to commit to the throw. I say, as they go for throw PRC, you still have the meter behind it.
You thought you'd run up on Leo Whitefang?
Never, never.
Again, just at 5K. I will catch you whipping, especially back with the step dash. That's still going to carry that momentum.
Go, hair car slats the wall. Walter, can he put a round on the board here? 50%, but MFCR is about to build it up on your block string too. No! Anti-air HDP.
That was that's tough.
Yeah, I didn't think she would have airtime like that. I'm used to her having airtime on her own terms, but off of the wall bounce, definitely, you know, lots of damage taken out for MFCR. Walter opts the reset in the corner here. Same side with the Capel.
Okay, got her kill.
Right. Tied up on the rounds. Let's see if he can tie it up in the games. MFCR trying to keep the pressure on. Finally, tries to go for the 5B, but now we're seeing the use of the Capel, right? Baiting out that attempted anti-air, even though you're used to it being so safe.
Oh, bad boom pickup opportunity here. It's that great pressure. Oh, very last second Wild Assault there. We almost slipped off the wall, and I can't believe it. Another flash kick. Overhead. Big damage opportunity for MFCR. Called out the burst.
Ooh.
You did too hard knockdown there. You have meter.
Damn, after the wall break, just go for IDJH over. Evil, evil. No fastball shenanigans here, but it gets you back thrown into the corner. MFCR with a fast RC to put a second game on the board.
Oh, that almost ran away from MFCR there, though. Like, Honestly, should have made the correction for hard knockdown. I wonder why we didn't, because we were just about at 100 tension, so you're going to get that positive bonus anyways. But, you know, still got the W. Either way, not you're going to win.
The nah, I'd win just stares at me every time in the loading screen. That's the energy MFCR is pulling up to in losers top 8. This is the last chance for both of these players to stay alive. Let's see it. Game number 3, Walter taken to the skies.
Yeah, the reach alone. That 2S draws the line, and Walter thinks they're in a safe position. Here's another S to back it up.
There we go. Fastball, crossover on the other side. Same side. Nah, I got hit. 100 meter about to be for Walter.
There we go.
Pull up on him. JS. Keep you honest. Blocks the 2K2D.
Nice. Kept it simple. A couple 2Ps real quick.
Yep. Double backdash. Tries to see if MCR pulls up for a little bit too much aggression, but no, instead locked down in the corner with a wild assault.
Okay, got a little bit of a flip out there.
Yeah, stance cancel. Maybe didn't believe in the combo. There we go. Lush Shaker for the spacing. Instead, MFCR goes with the 5K.
Disc setup. It was slash disc, so we got another opening. Blesses the dome.
Ooh. Hell on over. Oh my god, no, that's nasty. Oh, it's White in the corner. There we go. Back turn S ties it up. MFCR. Set point.
Chasing it down the trip guard on 2S.
Yep. Alright, early Lush Shaker tries to go for the jump out. Not 2 minus. Tries to go for the spacing. No, but instead MFCR dash jump air throw.
But a throw right back at you. You try to sneak on the other side. Not going to work out here. He still has the wherewithal to hold the corner. Nice air car. Out of resources. Let's go for the best thing that we got. PRC 2K2D. Nice cross under. Again, we're going to get this positive bonus extension.
Now whip throw PRC into late 2K to catch the approach. That's evil. Whip the bad moon. Trying to see if you got a DP on you, but no. Instead, MFCR holding strong.
We got to dodge. Ooh, getting a little fancy with the footwork right there, but Walter is still able to cover it.
Yeah, 6H for the low crush. Bad moon to kill. MFCR still trying to close it out, but Walter puts a game on the board.
All right, finally being able to answer back. Not bad.
Yeah, able to dodge a little bit of that aggression here. I mean, MFCR is still running you over to the corner, able to get a lot of these mixes. You know, we're seeing in the chat, Zwei in the corner. He worked today. He worked his 9 to 5, and then he came home to play Guilty Gear Strive. Now he's fighting for his life here against Leo in the corner with crossouts. But let's not forget that Millia's got some cross-ups of her own, okay? We got mix on both sides.
Yeah, absolutely. And at least Walter was able to call it out that time in the corner with the quick grab. Got some awareness on this matchup right now, but finally getting back into it here. MFCR still needs to try to close it out.
Yeah, Capel on the other side didn't do anything, looking to bait out the DP, but no, instead MFCR walks back. The throw just barely whiffs. Now lots of resets on hit.
5Ks, too high up for the Capel. We're still able to knock at the door with the 5P. Ooh.
This BRC brings us over to the other side. Your resort with a raid of 70. Thank you for stopping on by. You came just in time for game number 4 here. DP into the RC should be able to kill for MFCR. Nope.
Now we got the kill. We still got it.
There we go. I looked a little too early into the future there, but MFCR still on set point.
That's
Damn,
what
rated to cheer on MFCR. Okay.
And again, you know, just really aware of the fact that MFCR is able to close that gap, that 5K. We've seen that threat before. Despite being pushed out, MFCR is just a single button away from checking.
Yeah, Yeah, trying to check with the 2K, but instead Walter hanging out in the airspace. Instead gets brought back down to earth with the 2K. 2P, still a mash out for Walter, even on hit.
Whoa!
We are mashing.
Of course, the classic from MFCR got the flash.
Ooh, tried to backdash, caught out with the hair car. Switched a little bit there, had some time to react to it, but no, instead tried to go for the facing trap.
Another one of the cross-ups here, and we're sending the flash kick. Ties up in rounds.
Yep.
Walter finding a footing here in this set.
Yeah, can he tie up the set though, or is MFCR finally going to be able to close it out? It's a throw into the corner, back turn H. Tried to go for the hard bait on the burst, but no, Walter doesn't bite.
Send a little bit more of that risk gauge cranking with the wild assault. That close slash will actually get a pickup for Shatter. Nice opportunity here. Blue wild assault hits through. Look at the life deficit that we put MFCR at, and it's Millia no less.
Still able to crank out some damage here. Goes for the burst safe reset, but no, instead DP doesn't find its mark, but still able to mash on after. Guard crush.
To jump out and tries to get even further in the airspace, and MFCR just seems ready and waiting every single time. All those games to participate in week and week out otherwise. So hopefully we see you there hanging out.
Hell yeah, and hanging out for top 8. Losers side, we got the Goldlewis mirror, the double big Haas. RedIAmNot in the pink, Lolo in the default brown. Pulling up here, Red gets the first knockdown.
Jesus.
Hanging out with the 2P.
Keeps it swinging. 2K to interrupt. And got that guard break. You should know better than trying to reach out in the cookie jar when that happens.
Ooh. Yeah, 6P, I don't imagine is exactly what you were looking for. Maybe didn't have enough meter for the super, but still bonked on the dome here. Lolo takes the first round.
White wild assault here. All right, so first one to pull out all the stops on their burst meter is Lolo, actually, with the 50% spent on their burst gauge. So that's a fine call since Red doesn't have anything to answer back with right now.
They got the 2K on whiff, still going into the Behemoth Typhoon, keeping the pressure going with the CopiVTs. Tried to go for another, but Lolo says, no. I know there's a gap there. Let me stick out the 2P real quick.
Here we go. Red RC pickup. Not going to get our kill here, but look at the life lead you have. Still be cautious, though. Oh, nice. The clash of the drones.
Sticking out the 2K, the little leggy gets caught out with the BRC. Lolo takes the first game.
That is a great call. The backdash BRC, great movement to close the gap and still get your punish opportunity on the recovery of the Behemoth.
Yeah, lots of trying to swing on through with the 2K. Even on whiff, right, still looking for the Behemoth Typhoons. I think Lolo is doing a great job of showing, okay, we're pulling up to the mirror here. You can't be going for these, small but punishable gaps, because I know exactly where they are. Lolo, one of these really cerebral players that does a lot of, a lot of studying, a lot of homework in every one of the matchups, clearly, including the Goldlewis mirror.
That's your white wild assault. Could have blocked. That's what we get the blue beats for. Called out low. Nice burst. Got your broom to look out for.
Blue on the clash. That's the... Oh, no. Behemoth Typhoon keeps you locked down. Lots of health loss from Lolo. Oh, fuzzy JK.
Okay. Found the space. Just committed to a run-up throw. 2P, 2K, 2D pickup. All right, gonna bring the fight to Goldlewis, but you have a drone to back you up. That's an interesting call. It does get obliterated by the laser, though.
Yeah, I was scared. We were seeing the swinging of the coffin. I was like, do you not get hit by the drone here? But clearly, Red has also done their homework. Says, no. I know at the spacing, the laser is going to take it right off the screen. Lolo trying to reinforce the space right behind the drone, but instead gets caught out on the 6H attempt.
Nice. 2K delay just for the drone here. Got knocked out a bit. 2P. Oh my goodness.
Counter hit 682 from the corner here. Route us all the way over to the other side. No, still mid-screen, but RedIAmNot evens up the life lead. We still got White Wild Assault, though.
Stand up real quick. I love the drone. Violence here.
Yeah, smart on the drone call to run up there, right? So that you can catch out the startup of the White Wild Assault. Didn't have to hold those guard crush frames.
Yeah, that's absolutely right.
Jump on over.
Every single time, I feel like Pink is really trying to reach after these White Wild Assaults.
Yep, JD, IBFD on the Behemoth Typhoon. Again, Lolo tries to swing out the 6H at this spacing, but RedIAmNot is ready for the counter poke Behemoth Typhoon each time.
Crush is still blocking, but opened up early against still Lolo's turn.
268, do we do it again? Nah, it's the drone right through. God, it's so easy, I think, to, you know, try and back up further under the timer to see what your opponent does and react to how they get out of the corner. But Lolo just staying at that perfect spacing to throw you out of the White Wild Assault every single time is 2-0 for him right now.
Yeah. I mean, just great call outs here from Lolo, and understanding that you can grab that Wild Assault is so important, because that spacing alone, you can still get the grab on startup of, I believe, almost every Wild Assault. You can do that. It's a very fine position that you have to do it. It's a risky call out, but if your opponent's telegraphing like that, by all means.
Exactly. And they're doing a really good job, I think, of boxing them in to make that reactable while also staying in range of it, right? If you're too far out, it's like you're saying, right? You know the self-defense guy meme where it's like, oh, just grab White Wild Assault. And then Red does it from full screen, and it's like, oh, I got counter hit because I'm actually not close enough when the hitbox comes out here. Yeah, that's a lot of damage taken, actually, but Lolo trying to maintain the spacing once again, drops the 50 for the deflect shield.
Oh, nice cross-up.
Ooh.
Thought I was leaving, I'm jumping in.
I'm pulling up with the BRC. No, but instead 842 catches the toes.
Nice pushback. Good block on the White Wild Assault there from Red, but unfortunately got opened up thanks to that drone assist here from Lolo.
Oh, double drone. Back of the drones.
Ooh. Break. $10 contribution from Beer Can Dan.
Hey, thanks so much for the generosity. Oh my god, I looked away for a second and that RedIAmNot fella is dead. Lolo on set point looking for the 3-0. Nice air throw.
Beer Can Dan calling for Chipp the Ripper. We'll see if we get that later.
See? Up against the wall with the drone. It's not a lot of damage off of the wall break, and we do return to neutral, but still gradually building up that meter. We saw 5 jumps back from Lolo, and RedIAmNot looking to bring you back down to earth.
Yo, we just pull out the gap. White Wild Assault does close your gap here. So able to continue pressure. A couple PRCs to make sure we stay right in the face of Red.
Ooh. Jump on through, caught out with the drone. That's gonna be it. The 268 for the 3-0 Lolo, making quick work of the Goldlewis mirror.
Like half of this top 8 is just, hey, we've seen these competitors week in and week out, and the other half is competitors that kind of mix and match, but of course we expect to see them in a top 48 scenario because that's how good the competition is at TampaNeverSleeps.
That's what I'm saying. All right, slash on through, send out the sword, but that's a burst. MFCR tries to follow up behind it, but SQ doing such a good job of boxing you in.
Let's back dash. Oh, you can't be double dashing at SQ here. There we go, got the 2S pickup. Mortal Bato won't kill.
But it will do a grip of damage, right? So much built behind this positive bonus. BRC, yeah, baits at the YRC as well.
Again, that Mortal really just sending it home. And that's an example of how explosive this can be. And it might be on the other foot here. MFCR, oh, get scooped up. Never mind, maybe I spoke too soon here. And that constant pressure.
Yep, into the rock, tries to make your way out and finds the gap with the SDP.
Yeah, I guarantee that pressure there alone from SQ. She was trying to prevent that option from happening, but you can only keep the opponent in that, block stream for so long before there's a gap.
Ooh, tried to make your way through with the 5K, but again, SQ's so smart about these whiff punishes. Not a lot of health. You lost so much after MFCR's approach, but meter both sides. What do?
We got RC, we're good. And that's a fine call because you might not be able to get your whiff punish opportunity that you're looking for, but you push back into neutral, that gives you room, and you don't have to deal with rock pressure in the corner. So good on MFCR to spend that resource. I think that was an investment well made.
Tries to slash on through with the armor stance. SQ does not swing into it though.
Dance begins. You have to play out of that mid-range. Dash of 2D does connect. The trade in favor of MFCR because we could jump right back into the front-facing CQC combat.
6H, send out the swords. 100 meter to your name. No Gamma Blade. Just keep it clean with the Mortabato.
Oh, tried. Yeah.
Bait out the burst, the sword explosion right behind you for the easy pickup. SQ takes the first game.
I think that was the gold burst attempt right there to get the neutral returned once again, but positive bonus because you didn't want to try to challenge the sword opportunity. Like you were going to get locked into block string pressure. If any, like the best scenario would have been that SQ was over you a little bit, so then you would have gotten the corner position with that burst.
Mm-hmm.
Duel 1.
All right, game number 2. MFCR had some good sequences there, able to bring SQ down to such low health, but all right, immediately starting off the offensive with a wild assault. The strikes weren't working, so put in the throw. Bait out the deflect shield too.
Oh my god, opened up 2K, 2D. Just the 2D hitting on this one. Doesn't have resources to kill here, but it's looking dire here. Whoa!
There we go. PRC has the rock, keeping you locked down. Tries to go for the projectile to make some space, but SQ living on a pixel here finds the hit off the rock.
Yeah, I mean, that was calling out the heavy fireball from MFCR. Without the resources, yeah. Yeah, with 100% tension, you could expect that MFCR was going to go for flash kick there, but also SQ doesn't want to give up the Oki opportunity. You got your hard knockdown, and you don't want to let MFCR get up for free.
Yeah, exactly. You have so much meter behind it. You might as well, you know, there's no good answer there, especially at 1 pixel of HP. I like the jump in, air dash back. No, SQ makes the approach. Dash in, gets caught up by SDP.
Oh, geez, Turbulence, it's a wrap.
Ooh. Right, tied it up. That was a quick game too for MFCR.
Right. And it just seems so oppressive in those corner situations from SQ. She's doing a great job of finding that perfect spacing where she could constantly challenge with rock, toss out sword, and still challenge with another slash behind it to make sure that MFCR doesn't get too far. And granted, we've been in those situations before where she's ready to go to the sky with you and jail out with jump P. That's all the better for her because then she can get closer. And also get additional opportunity to recover that sword back after toss. So it's a great sequence that SQ follows, but MFCR, 2S, aggressive start.
Yeah, a lot of times we'll see one button into Wild Assault from MFCR. He's fine with just sacking the 50 meter to, 1, get that corner carry, and then also on hit, of course, trying to loop it back into that positive bonus.
Goodness, the 2P, a barre from SQ. She's getting the throw corner position, and now we're back into that block string sequence. You see the respect though, right? Because we've been put in those situations where you're gonna throw out the rock. It's a dash-in opportunity for MFCR or even a flash kick. And SQ taking that moment of pause to reset the situation to assess what MFCR is doing.
Ooh, nice. The tap on the door with the 5P. Walk back to try and bait out the 100 meter Mortabato, but then pulling up, seeing that SQ committed to the down back and died with 100 meter for it. That does not feel great. Walk up, pull up. Nice. Wild Assault again. The early Wild Assault off of the 1 button. MFCR is fine letting the full burst rock here. Knows they have the defense to keep it up. And 1182.42 with the big $25. Thank you very much for the generosity to the Matcherino.
I'm so conniving. I saw that come. I'm letting Jade see it.
I was like, I'll try my best. I'm sure there's a better way to say it, but what better way to say thank you here? But no, MFCR not thankful for getting caught on the toes here, even after using the PRC, still through the slowdown. Now SQ has the full 100 meter to run this corner pressure.
Yeah, that tap dust gonna get blocked. Great defense from MFCR. The run-up throw, expecting the sequence that we've seen time and time again. But a third throw could be potential here for SQ. Great backdash on the slash here from SQ. And that Turbulence pickup, we don't have meter to kill quite yet, but the double Wild Assault will seal the deal.
And that was so scary, right? SQ
Yeah.
was one hit away from getting the burst. MFCR had the recognition to route into the Wild Assault, needed it to get to the corner anyway, and says, phew, wipes the sweat off the forehead and says, all right, I can close out the game. Now I'm 2-1.
That was crazy, because I'm looking at the resource item that MFCR has on deck. Just, wow, you don't have the meter for the kill here. You can't OTG. You're nowhere near wall splat. The great, again, situational awareness that we see from these players, so integral to their plan and success. And that's what got MFCR the victory there. The double Wild Assault to close it.
Man, and I feel like that has to be a heartbreaker for a couple of reasons, right? Yeah, I mean, MFCR got another game, but 2 rounds in a row where you die with the 100 meter because you're trying to be conservative about it, try and hold on to the defense, and then keep the meter for your actual offense, which I think in a couple of rounds did work. But still, MFCR able to bring it back and says, if you're going to hold on to your meter, I'm going to put out the most messed up mix. That's what you're going to wish you spent the bar.
Challenge here. Lock it in.
Stuck in the corner.
And that's why we do see SQ backing off, right? Trying to play that max range, because any gap, MFCR has that charge in those corner situations, and they can absolutely let it rip. 2H pickup. There's your Tourney.
Yep. Straight to the wall here. Lots of meter on the side of MFCR, and he is going to defend it. SQ is not going to drop the burst on this. The health lead is just too big.
Yeah, send the Prominence burn to go into the next round.
There we go, and that next round is set point. MFCR down the burst, right, but rapidly regenerating it as well. SQ has to get the lead here. Ooh, okay, slashes through, trades with the H projectile, but still keeps you at bay for a little bit for the corner pressure.
Nice, get off. The Daro series.
Yep. Double Rekka into the Daro. I like the cancel for the corner carry. Gets you a full wall break, too. Okay, waiting for the 50. Nice catch on the 5K.
Dude, that'll do. Eye for an eye in this next round. So fully stocked up on resources.
Yep. Even. MFCR looking to close it out. SQ looking to tie it. Stuck in the corner, not trying to let the burst rock too early. Oh, decent time to burst. Yes, and knew you wanted to burst him into the corner. So instead, MFCR immediately after the first hit, the throw tech to keep you alive, but the 2D to bring it back. MFCR closes out the set 3-1 with a back turn H.
So fascinating how quickly MFCR will capitalize on a scramble situation.
Wild Assault definitely got very tuned up, but for a long time, Goldlewis players really dreaded this matchup. But I wonder how they're feeling about it now with stronger White Wild Assault and even a couple buffs on some of the normals too.
All right, I'm praying for the game to work in Marvelo's favor, that we don't get any autocorrect situations or wonky combo drops. You know, I'm looking for a fair game on both sides.
The jank prevention prayer.
Yeah.
Got to start off the set with it. And Lolo, I mean, it's a clean first round for sure. No side swap shenanigans required.
Jesus, ran into White Wild Assault. That's a shame. Trying to backdash. Oh, no.
Trying to swipe to hold down that airspace. No, but instead gets caught out by Marvelo. Up on it.
Overhead. Oh my goodness. I'm not sure that Marvelo is ready for this matchup in particular right now. We're getting opened up left and right.
Lolo taken to the skies. The mix with the air dash back. Yeah, he's the secretary of absolute defense, but the offense is oppressive as well. Yeah. Chipp, not a lot of health to work with there. So if you're getting opened up 2-3 times, that's the end of the round immediately.
I mean, jeez, it's so quick. Yeah, like that damage output from Goldlewis is just going to obliterate Chipp in such a quick fashion.
Right, trying to throw out the 5Ks here. Stop Lolo from putting out a lot of these big buttons that are stuffing him in the neutral. No, tries to go for the 5P, but instead the air BT brings you back down, and SQ brings the raid of 115. Thanks for stopping on by, and again, great work on the run. Drone is out.
All right, backdash already input there, so we're able to get the room without getting punished. And you see these 5Ks from Lolo. It's because it hits so far out low that it's going to stop the approach from Chipp. So Chipp has to be so careful because that's quite the pickup call out that Lolo could potentially have for 5K. But this call out from Marvelo, strong lead. Sees one more significant strike and the overhead blesses the dome and will succeed.
There we go. Once Marvelo is able to get started, it's, you know, pretty good, right? Goldlewis, Secretary of Absolute Defense, but his defense options, especially in these block strings, unless he's able to find a gap with the 2P, doesn't have the invincible DP to try and get out. So if Marvelo is able to, you know, leverage that, definitely something that Lolo's going to struggle with, but still makes his way back out.
That's a great call out because we do need this 50% tension for Lolo to really have this reversal opportunity. I love covering the skies here with this Behemoth Typhoon, Whitefang Assault to guarantee our corner position, and that's death.
No way this Lolo dude did 268, 268, 268, and then just pulled up with White Wild Assault. You're deranged affectionate, I gotta tell you. An OTG White Wild Assault too for the corner carry. Again, 268 and then takes to the skies to try and catch out the super jump.
Dash up, nice backdash here from Lolo, great timing.
Ooh, neutral jump JD trying to stop the approach from Marvelo, but instead waits right outside of range. Baits out the super.
Didn't work out.
Nope. Against the wall, fighting for your life right now. Lolo still a decent amount, 50%, but on Goldlewis, that 50% is a lot, but so is the positive bonus damage that you're going to be taking off of this wall bounce.
Ooh, able to sneak in a throw.
Ooh, okay. Oh no. This is the drone pickup with the RC. Just barely built up the meter for it. 2H, bring down the BT. Lolo 2-0.
It's so heartbreaking the work that you put in against Goldlewis as Chipp, and then one stray hit just tears it all away.
Yeah, he has so much health to work through that to do the damage you need to kill him, he's building up a lot of burst. And giving Goldlewis any more White Wild Assault than he needs, any more of those resources, the meter to either keep the pressure on or RC to close it out, it's scary. And now we're in potentially the last game for Marvelo here. He's not able to clutch it out.
All right, there's our burst. You know, back in the day, that was not a good burst. That was
back in my day, we had to time our bursts, but with full screen, able to escape a little bit of that pressure here. 2K, 2D, puts you right back in it though.
Rekka pick up, still stacking with the 5K, and again committing. But look at the damage that you're putting out here. Like that was, we're upwards of 13, 14 hits. We're hardly taking 30% away from Lolo here.
Ooh, counter hit, jump H, maybe try to match the 2P, thinking that it would be a throw. No, instead the laser brings you all the way over. It's the cross up.
That was such a thinkums right there. Taking the double jump to the sky and getting as high as we can so we don't have to interact with the guessing game from Lolo. Oh, the BRC momentum!
What are we thinking? It's the accelerator out of the corner, even with the nerf momentum still keeping you alive. It's scary to throw out the Gamma Blade here. Any 2P could kill you. Marvelo, your smoke too tough. Your sweatpants too baggy. He's trying to kill you, but he can't with the JP.
Oh my goodness, the fear, the moment that Marvelo had to pump the brakes was after the 3 5Ks there. Once we got pushed out of range, that was great recognition from Marvelo to say, hey, I can get blown up if I try to challenge again, and was waiting for Lolo to make the next move.
They can't just be throwing out the Gamma Blade when you're also at the 1 HP. Any 2P could have killed, but Lolo looking to try and put himself back into the game here. 50% built off of this combo, but Lolo down to 50 HP.
Good open for Marvelo here. Marvelo's locked in right now. Jump back.
Tried to go for PRC super, but the throw doesn't meet its mark. Marvelo took to the skies. He does it again to escape the corner.
Yeah, that was very weird here. Oh my goodness.
The prayer we said about, you know, no side swap shenanigans, unfortunately, it only lasted so long. The blessing becoming a curse, and Marvelo needs to put a game on the board here to keep on in TNS.
Frames. Okay, nice. That was actually good. Just defense there. Stand block. Oh, just out of range. Gold burst doesn't work. That's a lucky break here for Marvelo.
5K retracted the hurt box just in time. Did not get caught up by that gold burst. Marvelo, a full burst meter available. Are we going to let it rock with a White Wild Assault? No, instead, burst to put you back into the corner. Got to be careful. Lolo is about to build the 50 for Super PRC.
He's got her open finally after delayed pressure. Immediately spends for a hard knockdown. That first gauge is locked in, so a White Wild Assault is certainly possible. The command grab!
Did that catch the startup of the 1080? I thought I saw the reel back, but it wasn't active in time because you went for the highest damage super. Maybe if we went for just the 360, the invul would have gone straight through the grab, but instead Marvelo puts a game on the board with the leaf grab.
Yeah. Nail biter for sure. Jack trying to get in, trying to see. Watch.
He's like, bro, that was kind of crazy. Let me get in there.
Let me see that. What happened?
Gaming go a little crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, Super PRC caught. Okay.
Duel 1.
I see. I see.
Let's rock.
All right, game number 4 here. Marvelo got a little wind in his sails, trying to keep the pressure on here. Beautiful whip punish.
Yeah. This is the type of play that we've been seeing all bracket from Marvelo, really focused on these whip punish opportunities. Can't necessarily do that against Goldlewis because, again, Swordfish might come through.
Yep.
But at least we're staying in that mid-range, right? Able to cover a lot of great distance and also a threat to Goldlewis because you can't start up with Swordfish. Nice jump finish here from Marvelo. A very strong start in this game 4.
Dude, brought the arm blades to the coffin fight and definitely fighting his way on through. Lolo lets the White Wild Assault rock, but not able to make much off of it, surprisingly.
That 5P anti-air. Doesn't have meters, so we just commit to just a 5H.
There we go, JH for the fast fall down, double overhead. Let's go for the grab, but PRC keeps it safe.
Yeah, nice backdrip PRC to get that 5P anti-air. And again, knocking at the door, constant 5K. If you are not IBFDing to get out of here, you're in trouble. There's the burst, finally, at the last possible moment. Marvelo's great movement.
Yeah, double backdash gets caught back down to the ground with the JS. Lolo did not find the opening there, though, and that's the far slash to put a second game on the board for Marvelo. 0. We're headed to game number 5.
We're headed to game 5. Everything is falling into place right now for Marvelo. Yeah, definitely locked in.
Man, and earlier on in the set, especially those first 2 games, it really seemed like Lolo was just running away with it. Marvelo not quite ready to challenge where Lolo was trying to, you know, hold on space on the screen. Would get away with 3 whipped Behemoth Typhoons and then pull up with White Wild Assault, right? But now that Marvelo is locked in, has a bit of a download on the playstyle as well. I don't know, it seems like he's staying right out of range of where Lolo is trying to threaten.
2 peak anti-air, we're bursting immediately because we know the threat that Goldlewis can do off a single hit.
Yep. Stagger 2P2 Behemoth, 268.
Oh, the DP back
it,
into it again! Yeah, that PRC was a great call out there from Lolo. That's such a devastating round here for Marvelo. So much work to do in this round.
Dude, in any other situation, I feel like the Clash VP would have been so smart, but Lolo just so ready for it, waits it out. That's a big Behemoth Typhoon punish. Still Marvelo trying to get the positive bonus.
Yeah, I mean, that is a very important positive bonus right there. We didn't have anything in terms of tension, in terms of burst, but
No
now
way.
YRC gonna get called out, you're dead. That's it, good game.
30 seconds from start to finish. The intermission between game 4 and game 5. Now Big Boss himself pulling up to the stands. But now we got some bosses here. Jack versus UMISHO. Sin versus the Happy Chaos here. Fighting for their lives in winners finals.
2S. You think love will bloom on this battlefield tonight, J2?
I don't know. There's a lot going on here. Lots of good strike throw. I don't even know who I would say is Big Boss versus Boss here, right? I feel like I would put Jack as like Naked Snake, fighting for his life. Actually,
Wait,
no,
you
it's
put
gotta be
Jack
Sid. It's
as
gotta be
Jack?
Sid. My fault.
You would put Jack as Jack? It's rated.
You're right. You're right. Fighting for his life. Got the Tourney energy. Got the throw. PRC. Trying to keep the pressure on here, but not a lot of bullets in the chamber. And by not a lot, I mean zero. Finally gets the reload, but no, has to give up your pressure for it.
Roll through doesn't get blocked. It can't be fun to have to deal with your own pressure that you've been doing to other people. Oh, but tech's out! No punish though.
No. Yeah, that's a heartbreaker. You get the bullets back in the chamber and you don't get hit for it, but look at all the screen space you've lost. But look at all the resources that UMISHO has used to get over here.
Yep, cloned up so that, yeah, eliminates the possibility of an elk hunt to try to chase him down.
Yep.
First.
Damn! Ran his way right under the close slash high knee, catches you out of the skies. First round over to Jack.
Nice close slash, but okay. Guard cancel the push right back out.
There we go, Deus Ex Machina. All the bullets in the world. I think you're already full anyway, but the thing you're really hurting for right now is the focus. And you have no leftover tension from the previous pre-wall break, so you're looking to try and slow it down here, wait for that 50, and trip guard with the 2K.
That was already pre-input 2K. That wasn't on reaction. That was just, I see the dive. Let me stick out that 2K.
Exactly. Stick out the stanky leg, wait for you to land on into it, but no, the hoof stomp catches you on the top rope.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, gunshots, plenty of meter. That's that corner carry we were talking about in the last game that we saw with Jack.
Oh no, not
Drops
again.
out. Back-to-back drops. BRC, and the slowdown allows for UMISHO to not only eliminate the clone, but still pick up Happy Chaos. Unfortunately, though, the Ender allowing for Happy Chaos to tech out.
Yeah, lots of dropped enders, surprisingly on both sides, right? We saw the Deus Ex Machina drop both times from Jack, just a little bit too low off the ground after the Super Flash. But even on UMISHO's side, right, not quite able to close it out in that last game-ending interaction. So I don't know. Maybe you gotta wipe the hands real quick, let the nerves out before game number 2.
Duel 1.
Why he got 3 fanny packs, bro? He's trying to hold all the food. He's got snacks. He's got all 3 types of Lunchables in there, ready for the 1 in 1,000 times that we see UMISHO look for the eat. No, but instead we're looking for the DP.
Elk Hunt, here we go. Got the corner carry we're looking for with the 5K gun draw. Yo, that was purposeful though. I can't get mad at that one. That's not the game's doing with you.
Yeah,
That was on purpose.
Okay, there we go. Now the Deus Ex Machina finally finds its mark. All the bullets are gonna land here, and they're gonna shatter the glass too.
I just want the lore to continue that that would drop. Even though you got the wall
That would be a
splat, you still
heartbreaker, bro.
dropped it.
You
just
see
can't do
UMISHO
Deus
just like
Ex
jump
anymore.
off the wall. It's like,
Yeah.
oh no, my bullets. There we go, 2S. Both of these players trying to use the 2S to hold down this ground space,
Yeah.
but instead they were both like, all right, I'm tired of this. Let's take to the skies.
Nice sneaking in a throw. Still trying to maintain that pressure. A little bit too far in the spacing, so Jack can look at their 2S. Good reload. Yeah, gotta watch out for this concentration. Again, like just Jack fluctuating so close to losing all concentration, but the jump back slash here from UMISHO does find a connect and gets an early burst from Jack.
There we go. JP into the shot, jails you down to the ground, but now both of these players 100 meter. This unlocks a lot for Jack, right? Are we gonna go for it? Or throw RC? All right, don't even need to fill up the meter here. We got super focused into the Deus Ex Machina. There we go.
Huge. Grabbing the elk hunt. Yeah, and you have to FD for your life, but you're eventually going to run out of resources. UMISHO is aware of that. He has plenty of opportunity to hold back on FD. There's your guard cancel. Still got to reload off. Dive kick. No, not going to work out.
Yeah, didn't link into it and finally runs back up. It is funny to say that Happy Chaos zoning is so rare now. I feel like that's the first time we've seen it on stream this entire time for more than like a sequence of 2 or 3 bullets, right? Because you're so ahead in the resources, because you had the super focus and all the bullets in the chamber, all you had to worry about was keeping the focus up between the reloads. But still, with UMISHO just pulling up, it was still scary, right? Able to take through the skies because you can only keep it up for so long.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a almost checkmate situation. Should have been for all intents and purposes, but with UMISHO backed up with 100 tension, they were able to survive that for so long. Jack ripping off the burst. Nice, got the jump, heavy shot.
There we go, knock through the glass. 6S get to the positive bonus. 2S trying to hold on for a run-up button from Jack. No, but instead running up yourself. UMISHO with the RC. Trying to break this wall. No, instead keeps the corner.
Dash is there. Oh no, not able to block the roll through. It's so hard to react to that. It's so sneaky. I wonder if it's something about the animation being low to the ground. Your eyes don't follow it correctly, maybe.
Yeah,
there
right.
are other characters that have that type of roll that's so difficult to block.
Exactly. There we go. Oh, you thought you were going to go for the Gazelle step throw, but instead gets caught out with the low. UMISHO round on the board here, but you have to stop Jack's momentum. And with no burst in the tank, all right, well, with no burst for Jack either. Looking too good.
Don't say Jack.
Wait it out.
Got the guard break. Able to get the brain blast. Yo, cloned up. Still able to get the GG out.
Oh, 5v6S instead just opting to go for the reload there. You know, previous versions we would have seen the full corner carry through the glass, but had to make sure we were stocked up on the resources. Drops a little bit of damage and no positive bonus for it, but instead keeping up the neutral pressure here.
Oh gosh. Finally a DP hitting the mark. We're able to get that full corner carry shatter with the ride the lightning. That's beautiful for UMISHO. That positive bonus going to help out tremendously.
Yep. Ooh. Walk back on it. Close slash, post slash. Looking for the staggers. First on the YRC.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, very good with the Elcon after. No, actually, that was the Beak Driver follow-up. Excuse me.
Oh, okay. I also thought it was Elcon. I'm not even going to lie to you. Nah, instead gets caught up on the mid. Maybe looking for a jump out, and that timing just caught out the pre-jump frames. And UMISHO puts a game on the board here. 1-2. Still has an uphill battle to try and make your way over to Grand Finals winner's side, but it's looking inside. This is a good first step.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting because if UMISHO does get knocked down to losers, it's also the UMISHO effect of like she's going to be activated by that point and be all the more aggressive. But this defense, you know, again, at least blocking roll throughs on either side this time around. Beak Driver follow up here will close the gap, hold the corner, stand up for me with this Elcon.
There we go. DPRC goes for the empty low, but Jack waiting for it on the way down. He said, I'm good.
Yeah, I think it was just awareness on that stamina. UMISHO was teetering on the edge there, wasn't able to, you know, put out another special after that.
First to keep the corner. Jack has 50 for the YRC. Are we going to let it rock, though? You need a lot of resources to try and get this Deus Ex Machina so that you have the bullets back later, but nah. YRC does not get you out of the corner. UMISHO with the JS from the top rope. Go. Ooh. Yeah, just right in front of you. I think we caught out the startup of the 5B.
So we started blasting this round 2.
I started happy chaosing all over the place, and now all the resources are back here. Has the curse applied. About to get the 50 meter. No, but instead DP stops you right before you get the super focus. Well placed reversal from UMISHO, but still only 1 HP in the bank. Just barely. You built up 50 meter right off of the Gazelle step reset. That is crazy, dog.
Careful. That help. Yeah.
Ooh.
Throw. We'll wrap that up.
Go. Tied up here. Set point for Jack once again.
You know, it's interesting, as UMISHO's health gets lower, they start spending more on the special follow-ups. So start spending more stamina as that point goes on. Usually floats around that 1 pip of stamina.
Yeah.
Throughout most of the set, but really starts letting it rip as she gets lower in health.
Yeah, she's really trying to let it rock, right? Make sure that you're using that that character resource to enable a lot of these special cancels while you wait to build up that tension. Pressure in the corner, tension pulse gradually running out after the RC. Ooh! Oh, just a little bit too late to catch on the focus.
Okay.
Oh,
Yo,
no.
you waited for the last possible second to go for the hook stop.
Yep. Run up for the high-low, still to worry about throw 2, but instead we're breaking the glass. Shatter with the Deus Ex Machina, waiting for the 50 to come back up. I think UMISHO, even holding this block string, is gonna get the 50 before you. All right, never mind. I underestimated positive bonus once again with PRC Goomba Stomp. Oh,
Yeah.
but you didn't have enough for Deus Ex.
Whoa, that's it.
Dive
Time
kick.
it. There it is.
There we go. Oh. That would have been a heartbreaking drop, but a heartbreaker for Jack, right? You would have had the Deus Ex Machina, but because you had no focus, you can't access that super even when you have the 50% tension.
Yep, and that's, you know, the risk that Jack kind of plays. We do see Jack floating around to that end of the concentration bar, so it is a little risky.
Yep.
It's so terrifying to see how often that Jack will play at low resources like that, but they're so solid at their close range game at using Happy Chaos's buttons that they can pretty confidently get a knockdown and recoup the losses.
Exactly. Man, I'm still thinking about this Happy Chaos copy loss though. Why does it say "Let's go, Sir Jack" and then Happy Chaos Skiru Gapu in katakana? Why? Happy Chaos isn't even Japanese in the lore. Like, I'm just incredibly confused. But nah, they're locked in here. UMISHO uses the burst to try and get the corner situation on Jack, but still has to avoid the curse.
Oh, wow. That was supposed to
With
be
the
jump
JS?
slash. Yeah.
Okay.
Too low to the ground. Imagine trying to rewind a bullet like that. You pulled the trigger and it's actually put it back in the chamber.
Yeah, it was just a dud. It was a blank the whole time,
Oh,
and the
word?
right behind you for the 5K. Jack, once again on set point. We've said this so many times before, but UMISHO's been able to bring it back every single time. Jack, no burst to his name now.
Okay. The guard crush from the Elcon, but Jack's still able to escape out of the corner. Nice jump P. And we'll actually get that shatter here.
Ooh, finally an answer to the dive kick, but we didn't build up enough meters, so this is an awkward wall break for Jack. Still has to play past him, waiting for the focus, and UMISHO takes to the skies while you're thinking.
Yeah, and immediate. That spend on Ride the Lightning was a great critical call out there because the positive bonus was going to build up first. Didn't want to go for the full corner carry combo. Immediate spend for Shatter to get their own. And nice round here for UMISHO.
Yep. All right, she brings it back to set point. Both sides. Last round here. So scary. Full burst available. I don't think all right, never mind. Gonna let it rock. You do not want to give Jack that positive bonus because it gives you the super focus and make sure that you don't have to worry about managing those resources.
Yeah. Great 2S. These two both have great 2Ss. Who am I kidding?
Yeah. Strong buttons on both sides here, but of course we got that universal throw. It's not gonna catch up the DPRC though. UMISHO makes her way out of the corner, but BRC down after the air dash. It's such a tricky little mix-up. Shot to the sky, still living. Sin, strong and healthy, but at 1 HP, what are you supposed to do against the zoning? Ride the lightning doesn't reach. It's in the barrel, but it doesn't conduct the electricity. Jack just barely survives to move on to Grand Finals winner's side. Yeah, the Grand Lewis, the Ascended SSR version of him. And I mean, I feel like that's how a lot of people are treating him in this version, right? With White Wild Assault being so strong, some of the changes. But Leo still holding on strong here as we head into losers semis, Lolo versus MFCR.
Grand Lewis headed out to the Grand Line. Is that it? Is that where I find my connection to One Piece here, folks? But there we go with these. Typhoon push back, and MFCR, great. To actually push out of the corner there with the run through. I've been noticing a lot too that folks are really trying to dash away from drone, just not interact with it at all, but you give up so much ground against Goldlewis, and that helps out tremendously for them. Nice. Actually, that's a big call out here. Opened up. That's unfortunate. Interesting. Went for the 6H overhead here. I wonder if we would have wild assaulted, but we'll see. Overhead overhead does work out. Yo! Yeah, it does have 50% tension, so that's a fine attempt. Even if it did get blocked, you'll be able to call it right back out. Cross through. Nice. Guard break. Oh, blesses the dome with that overhead, so able to get a pickup. Just a little one, though. No follow through here. Wasn't ready for the crosser. I wouldn't have been either. That was too quick. Overhead chase to overdrive. We're living. Yeah, MFCR has been tremendous at calling out these bursts. Just a single knock at the door. Oh, gets that Behemoth Typhoon opener. There's the low immediate burst right off the first hit. PRC. Come down landing and already Lolo holding up. Be easier said than done to shut this down. Yeah, the 5K has so much reach. It's so deceiving. What a callback, comeback there from Lolo with the 2K. Jump dust is such a difficult button for MFCR to deal with here, especially as Leo. Can't try to go for anti-air, but you don't have a charge, so it's a safe option for Lolo to kind of jump in that neutral range. The Turbulence might be able to connect with that, but by that point, Jump Dust might have already come through. Whoa! Yeah, and able to carry with drone on top of it. YRC.
The RCs, BRC for YRC, MFCR. I like the delay to make sure that it didn't get baited out the backdash though. Still able to catch the back 2K afterwards. No, the flex shield catches on both sides. It keeps you locked down in the corner. No health on the side of Lolo. You gotta be able to close it out here.
Oh wow, neutral jump slash. Nice call. MFCR able to close it out. That second round though, kind of slipped away from them. Just from the jump away game that Lolo was representing with Jump Dust. It was so, like I was saying earlier, it was so difficult for MFCR to really close the gap. You saw the patience call out, but didn't want to try to trade because we knew that Jump Dust was really going to call out there. Like Turbulence might have been an option I had said, but the startup of Turbulence trying to dash in and get in that position would probably get shut down by the falling from Jump Dust.
Yeah, it's such a strong button for Goldlewis, right? Has a good amount of disjoint and operates at such a weird range that, you know, unless you're in a very specific spacing just looking for it, it can be really difficult to anti-air, especially with some of these slower moves. That was a hefty wall bounce and took a lot of help out of MFCR right there.
Yeah. All right, able to clash with drone. This should do.
Go 6-8-2 to the RC. It's a perfect for Lolo. He said, no, let me bring this back. Double cross through, not gonna make it 3 though. Pull up for the throw, crosses through one more time. MFCR, all the meter in the world, should be able to close this out with the windshield wipers. Yeah, perfect for perfect.
Oh!
IDJD into the throw reset. Lolo gets the drum set in the corner. So much chip damage taken just off of BTs and still able to escape even after the DP using the burst.
I mean, just... All right, we got our overhead. And we're not necessarily out of this yet. 50% tension left, so no immediate burst. I mean, the next touch kills anyway, so it's okay to call that.
Ooh. BRC for BRC tried to tap you on the dome with the backdash overhead, but instead, Lolo blocks it out. SDPRC gets caught up with the low into the super. Very close, but a second game on the board of MFCR. There's a lot of wind taken out of Lolo's sails right now. You have a huge uphill battle, 3 games in a row to stay alive here in loser semis.
It's crazy that we were on the cusp of victory again, and MFCR still able to squeak one out.
DPRC, my beloved, true. MFCR fans in the chat showing up. Lolo fans, I know you're out there. The Goldlewis Brigade. And I know you might need your energy right now. Heading into game number 3, it could be his last here for TNS 102.
Yeah, it's interesting. The Goldlewis fans, they're cheering here and there. You know, I see y'all. But usually pretty vocal when Goldlewis. You know what it is? Jobber has infectious energy. That's what it is. Every time Goldlewis shows up, it's Jobber.
The big Hoss energy. He's cheering on a fellow Secretary of Defense. Oh no, tried to go for the armor SH there, but instead, Lolo just air dashing back into the corner, waiting for you to try and whiff.
Block there, still got picked up low. Yeah, that's fine. It's either I hit you or I cancel and you have to guess.
Exactly. Tricky use of the 100-meter there. Might as well, especially if you're that close to closing out the round. The lack of tension pulse is not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, totally.
Cross on through. Again, ankles opened up. Lolo was looking so good on the defense, you know, in previous matches, but especially against the Leo, someone that really forces a lot of these reaction checks. It is so scary. The 5P just whipped right over.
Oh, what again? MFCR, I can't stress it enough. It's 6 cents built in for these bursts. Like getting the new type alert. Oh, okay, wait a minute, MFCR, please.
Wait, there's no way, right? Wait, there's no way, right? Surely, Lolo. Okay, there we go. DPRC, JP for the tap on the dome. And man, I wanted to see another round from Lolo, but still to be able to make your way.
It's going to be set up for Wild Assault. Or, you know, we are pressing forward with a Berserker Barrage super and then cancel right back to make you guess again. MFCR is always messing with your expect. You think you're calm, cool, and collected? The life lead is yours? Hey, MFCR's got nothing to lose.
There we go. But speaking of losing, we're in losers finals, fighting for our chance to make our way into grands. MFCR versus UMISHO. Oh my god. So many DPs just rocking.
We need a burst counter here, a burst bait counter for MFCR. It's insane how accurate MFCR has been for that.
Just two people who aren't afraid to DP. True.
When two forces of what's the saying here? What's Newton's law?
An unstoppable force and like
two unstoppable forces collide or so. I don't know. Look, science is happening here.
Two gorillas of the animal kingdom pulling up, showing the DPs, trying to assert dominance, but that's 100-meter on the side of MFCR. Tries to go for a burst mate, but UMISHO with the delay sticks out the beak driver, but PRC at least keeps you locked down for the H projectile to make its way over.
This is the 2D finisher here. MFCR with the first game in this losers finals.
Ooh.
Feeling the heat.
Quick one at that.
Yeah, and calling out everybody's burst. I don't think nobody's burst is safe around MFCR.
This dude is the burst collector. He's the burst bandit out here. He's looking for it, you know, eventually, especially at the full screen, right? Even if you RC it, UMISHO is able to, you know, delay her burst and then wait it out. But still, you're down so much meter. He's able to make his way back in pretty strongly, and it doesn't feel like, you know, in the neutral, he doesn't have buttons that can contest with Sin. So let's see. Game number 2 here, just backdashing the 2K, trying to knock on the door here to get something started.
Same side. You thought the cross-through was going to happen. There's a slash.
Yep. Ooh. Big 2S, counter hit into the back throw, puts you back into the corner here. Safe jump, DPOS. Didn't even want to give MFCR the opportunity to RC it afterwards, and gets the wall break after too. So smart from UMISHO.
Ooh. I see you've also RC'd. I guess my only option is to let a DP out.
Definitely represent. BRC DP is kind of crazy, UMISHO. I gotta be 100% with you. It worked. It forced out the burst, but now MFCR has you locked down in the corner here. He's gonna be able to kill with the big leggy. Alrighty, another round on the board.
No escape from 2D. You just can't go. Oh, beak driver interrupted. Not beak driver, excuse me. The L cut was interrupted.
Yep. Yeah, it's a big ban on the SDP though. MFCR actually bleeding, and UMISHO looking for the 50.
Ooh, interesting. Trying to do a dash up 2K and still got smoked for it.
Yeah. Me when the DB high profiles me and then comes back down for a super confirmed. Nah, instead we cross through. Oos. Dive kick RC. Oh no, we still got some more combo in us first.
Oh yeah. That was all thanks to that DP follow up here. Ride the lightning shatter. Doesn't kill quite yet.
Yep. And run up for the tap dust. No fear on the RC. UMISHO said, I got help to spare.
Well, keep that pressure. There's all the stamina in the world right now. Yeah, good job.
Defense didn't want to commit the third bar of stamina there. UMISHO still makes her way back in with the IADJH.
Nice little chunk of a lead here. Close slash works out, resets the throw.
Yeah, I like the delay on the close slash, tried to bait out the burst, but instead, UMISHO knows you're going to try and bait it out. The burst bandit on the loose, but still takes the opportunity to push you back into the corner.
Tries to get the whiff punish. A little bit too far on the slash. Oh no, the follow-up didn't connect, but that's okay though. UMISHO able to pump the brakes.
Yeah, I thought you had the chance to DP out, but instead of a drop, UMISHO was still safe to block. Jumps on over, dodges the Berserker Slash, but still MFCR holds it down on the way down. 2-0 right now in Losers Finals.
Yeah, that was just an unfortunate situation. Like, that could have happened to darn near anybody because we lost track of Leo at the ground, and we're not sure what the last action was. You could have heard it. Like, that's the tough thing. Like, sound cue would have helped out a little bit, but even still, the direction your opponent is facing, it's kind of hard to figure out where you're going to end up landing.
2-0 for MFCR, but UMISHO, on potentially her last game in the bracket, is still fully committing to the sin right now. Let's see if you're able to bring it back. We're seeing signs of life, but MFCR just seems so used to the matchup. They got the 2S. No, instead, pull up with the elk hunt.
Now, this is where UMISHO brought it back against Jack, right?
Yep.
Was down a 2-0 deficit and started to turn around here. We'll see if that momentum shift can happen here against MFCR, but we're already having a strong start with that scooped DP here, but another one will not be swayed from letting it rip. Oh no. Did I just see Sin go underground?
I don't know. I think he tasted a little bit of the concrete there, but all right. Back throw. Gets you back into the corner. Safe jump. Waiting for this meter to come back up. You got to be afraid of MFCR with the DPRC. Walk right out of the tap dust. Stay alive for now. Elk hunt from downtown.
The throw.
Yeah. That point, MFCR trying to make his way up at the grand finals. Get the door down on his way through. Armor right through the DP.
It was actually the hoof stomp, I thought.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Going through the overhead. Now waiting it out. Are you going to let the DP rock? No.
Woo. They're knocking the door here. Look at this. You are waiting for these overhead timings. DP will absolutely get punished immediately. Spence. What is the super with the kill? A 3-0 victory for MFCR. Who can stop this fighting machine? And maybe that's the energy that MFCR brings into this grand finals match here against Jack and Happy Chaos.
Yeah, so UMISHO definitely has a wild playstyle, but Jack, I would say the same thing, but they mean two different things, right? Just swinging out here, even with the resources constantly having to be managed, Jack is not one to be afraid of being low on the bullets, being low on the focus. All right, corner burst puts you back here, but crosses through. Instead, MFCR says, there's no way you think I'm gonna burst you into the corner and then cross up immediately after.
We are. Immediate shatter. Just for a quick reload here, so the only resource you gotta worry about is concentration.
Yep. Run up, tried to bait the DP, but instead reacted to the jump back with the 2D.
Back to back?
The D in 2D stands for Deus Ex Machina. 50% meter, just gonna be able to zone you out. Only the second time we've seen it, but still so ahead on the resources, you might as well take to the sky, air dash back. The at the ready shot takes the first round.
I mean, just like you said, the last game with Jack, right, was, I don't think we've seen that much zoning before. Immediately after positive bonus, just started blasting. Quick reload, keep blasting, especially in a game-win scenario. But great stagger here. 50% lead, able to catch the overhead with a throw. Just mistimed it, did MFCR.
Yep. Lots of damage taken on Jack's side. Gets opened up by the overhead. Alrighty, tied up on the round count here. MFCR worse for wear on the burst, so trying to play aggressive, immediately looking for this positive bonus to even that out. Oh.
Yeah. Guard point was sticking out there. Nice. Got the low. Full follow up there for the dash up kick.
There we go. Gun flip. Put the gun back for the air throw. Another throw. Jack's a grappler. Saucy Jack looking for the throw. PRC keeps you safe for one more back turn H.
Yo. You can sit there with guard point all you want. I will 2S every time. This game is Jack.
Man, iced out from sitting pretty in the winner's side, but still warmed up enough for a clean game. And I'm seeing some discussion about the Jack lore. If I'm not mistaken, the story goes he was tearing it up in Celestial, especially on the Happy Chaos around end of Season 1, start of Season 2. And then some friends pulled up on him and said, hey, we're in this Discord with you. We play a lot of tournaments. I see that you've never pulled up. He's like, oh, I don't think I have a start.gg. I don't think I've pulled up to any of these tournaments. But if you guys think I should go, I mean, yeah, sure. He already had the blue aura by this point. He was tearing it up. And now he's here in TNS number 102, 1-0 over MFCR. Just needs 2 more games to seal it out. But MFCR is not going to make it easy for you.
Oh my gosh. What a throw.
Okay, IBFD gets you a little bit of space.
Go for the heavy. Let's make sure, or excuse me, the forward slash. Regular slash.
Ooh. And slash on through. These bullets pierce the wall for the shatter. Deus Ex Machina takes a chunk of health out of MFCR, but it does build a decent amount of bar. You're about to have blue burst in just a sec.
The stagger 2K opened up. Jack taking another round in this game too.
Goodness gracious. Jack from Celestial, seeing MFCR come in from the loser's side and said, no. I'm trying to seal this tournament out right here. 2S to try and hold the space. There we go, Wild Assault into the cross through. No, Jack gets the back throw.
You crossed them again? Help! You put MFCR in the corner, said, yeah, but it's my corner.
There we go, SHS, but it's not enough. Look at the Happy Chaos for B3 here.
Be careful, low concentration. Versal is the reload. Let's attempt there. Yo, and scooped up the dust startup here. You want to dust me? I'll do it right back. That's a finish here. 2-0 lead for Jack right now.
The defense was so good in the corner. Not an extended sequence, but still able to not bite on the stagger pressure. Took to the skies, fuzzy jump doesn't get you blown up, and then immediately on reaction to the orange flash, ready for the back throw that sealed out the game. I don't know, MFCR is going to have to dig deep for this one to try and put a game on the board. Jack is playing out of his mind.
Yeah. All right.
Duel 1.
Jack is locked in. Right off rip and go for the heavy flash kick.
All right, shot gets you locked down in the corner here at the ready. Still pretty decent on the resources as well, and we're looking to build up the 50 with a super focus. Oh.
Nice.
There we go.
At least we got the lead.
Yep.
Yeah. Couple dashes that messes with the reticle on the steady aim, so unable to find our target, and that allows for that 5P opportunity there for MFCR to get the anti-air and good shatter.
There we go, 2K Duty, pick up with the gun whip.
Block. Fortunately opened up a little bit too early right there. Yeah, MFCR starting to call out some of these interactions where Jack will be reaching with 2S.
Ooh. There we go, pull up, double low, pick up with the back turn S. 50 meter both sides, 2 DRC. Didn't believe in the hit.
Good, it's the roll through. Another one. All right, trying to break some ankles here. Jump back S.
They got cross throughs on both sides. The most ambitious crossover of all time. It's the Wild Assault, the only way you could have gotten the meter knockdown here. Still, it's scary for Jack. 100 meter. MFCR just barely built up the burst. BRC on whiff. You were still able to get the 2S out. MFCR shot out of the sky. And now it's tournament point for Jack.
That was fast BRC low. That was crazy.
Nah, dude, nah.
A whiff throw, here's a 2S.
Just barely out of range. That's a heartbreaker for MFCR. Loses 50% off of it and gives Jack the positive bonus. You have full access to your resources right now. How is MFCR gonna get out of this one?
Good patience here from Jack. 2 bullets left, recognizing that we want to keep 1, concentration, and 2, that positive bonus build. Oh no. Opportunity here for MFCR.
There we go, drop kick to the ribs, break the glass with the shadow. You return to neutral, and Jack has BRC available. This is so scary.
Bro. Wait a minute. Okay, no, that's off the throw. We're good.
Yeah. It's scaled, but MFCR, you gotta guess we're game here. 100% meter. I think we just go for the zoning on Jack here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, got the stank applied. Take aim and fire. Jack, 3-0 victory, winning the game the same way that Jack won against UMISHO.